Clock on today. Coming up, upping the ante. The U.S. deploys an aircraft carrier as North Korea launches more missiles overnight. The high-stakes face-off putting the region and the world on edge. We're live with the latest. Plus, round them up, an in-depth look at checkout donations at the register.
Ultimately, we're just doing this to give you, the customer, an easier way to feel like you can give back.
How those little contributions can make a big impact, and the answer to just where that money is actually going. And change of space. The National Air and Space Museum set to reopen after a major renovation.
We want to inspire, we want to excite, and we want to create enthusiasm for the history of flight.
Your first look at the changes in an exclusive sneak peek as the iconic museum gets ready for takeoff. Today, Thursday, October 6th, 2022.
Shout out to our hometown, Dallas, Texas. Here on a mother-daughter trip from Chicago, Illinois. Happy birthday to my mom.
And our grandma, who's turning 70 today. We love you, Mima.
From Thibodaux, Louisiana, celebrating Tommy's 8th birthday. Retired teachers of 35 and 40 years. From Medford, Oregon. And Shelton, Washington. On the plaza in honor of National Physician Assistance Day.
All right, let's do it. Oakland A's catcher Stephen Vogt went out in unforgettable style yesterday. His final game of his 10-year Major League Baseball career. It all started when his kids introduced his first appearance at the plate.
Now batting, our dad, number 21, Stephen Vogt.
Come on, and then, if that wasn't good enough, he capped off his day by hitting a home run during his last trip ever to the batter's box. Take a look.
Vogt drives one, right field. Wow. Did he do it? He did. Are you kidding me?
Oh, so happy. He said he got a little silly rounding those bases. You know why? He said he thought about what it was like when he was a little kid, playing in the front yard, dreaming about the big leagues. And here he is on his final game. What a way to go out.
Perfect.
That's like
Perfect.
picture perfect.
Fairy tale ending.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it.
Hey, podcast fans, ready to unlock our true crime mysteries? Try Dateline Premium on Apple Podcasts. You'll get early access to originals, plus bonus content, and everything is ad-free. So head to Apple Podcasts now to subscribe.
Today is now a podcast, available every morning. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
I think when you open your eyes, you get to decide, how's my day going to be? We want to be a way to start your day. Lighten your load every single morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Today.
I love mornings. They're full of possibility. And how you start your day sets the tone for the whole day.
We need to pull up one extra chair at the table.
We feel like we're right there with you.
Just ahead, in this half hour, we're going to introduce you to...
Because every day we start our morning so you can take on yours.
Now Tonight with Joshua Johnson. Streaming weeknights at 8 on NBC News Now.
We are back. It is 8:15 with one of our new favorite segments here. It's called What Works Today.
Yeah, you probably experience this while you're shopping at businesses. They ask you if you'd like to round up your total, donate a couple of extra cents to a charity.
Of course, a lot of people are wondering, where did that money go? Who benefits from that donation? NBC's senior consumer investigative correspondent Vicki Wynn is here with the answers. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. We all want to do good with our hard-earned money, and it seems like every time you do check out, from the drugstore to the department store, there is an option to donate to one cause or another. Well, these small contributions actually add up to big money for charities. This morning, what you want to know before you say yes to rounding up.
Millions of Americans across the country choosing to donate a few cents at a time. A recent study shows a majority of consumers opt to give to charity by rounding up their bill. In fact, in 2020, a whopping $605 million was collected from 76 point-of-sale fundraisers. Walmart, CVS, and PetSmart, just a few retailers offering shoppers the choice to donate at the register.
For a lot of people, the question at the counter isn't just whether to donate, it's also how much of that donation goes to the charity, and how do you know it's legit?
For answers, we turn to Tom Raffa, a certified public accountant who specializes in charities and nonprofits.
They're taking your money, packaging it all up, and sending it off.
Raffa says donating at the point of sale is often called passive philanthropy and usually comes in two forms: rounding up by a few cents or being asked for an actual dollar amount, usually $1, $5, or $10 when you pay. But you may be confused about who gets the tax deduction for your donation, especially if you've seen some videos like these by TikTokers, some with millions of followers.
Now they're asking you to donate to charity on their behalf?
Well, I'm just not donating through you because you're going to be the one getting all the tax write-off benefits.
I think that's a scam that's been totally normalized.
They can't get a tax deduction. The tax deduction is yours.
Raffa says the donor gets the tax deduction, not the company.
I don't know of any situations, to be perfectly honest, of any corporation or any retailer taking the money or trying to take the tax deduction.
Dana Glim is Walgreens' Director of Brand Marketing, and she's in charge of community fundraising.
100% of what you're donating at our point of sale from a cash perspective is going directly to our charitable partners 100% of the time.
She says this year, for Red Nose Day, a charity to help fight child poverty, Walgreens raised $37 million, most of it donated at the register.
Walgreens is simply the middleman. We are simply collecting the dollars and then passing them along to the charitable partner.
And rounding up adds up. Last year, CVS pharmacies raised $41 million for charities like the Alzheimer's Association and the American Cancer Society. And this year, Walmart raised $33 million for Children's Miracle Network hospitals in 1 month. If you're ever in doubt about any charity, there are several websites that can help you verify their legitimacy. Give.org by the Better Business Bureau lets you search by name and check finances. You can even see if the charity has a reputation for being honest. You can also use Charity Navigator, Charity Watch, and even the IRS website.
Ultimately, we're just doing this to give you, the customer, an easier way to feel like you can give back.
I mean, first of all, it's good to know so many charities are benefiting from the rounding up thing.
Yeah.
If someone is interested in getting that tax deduction, what's the best way to go about doing that?
Okay, so if you're donating a lot at the register, then you want to hang on to every receipt, and then when tax time comes around, you're going to itemize those deductions. But the vast majority of us are going to benefit from just taking the standard deduction. Right. So talk to your accountant about it to maximize your tax benefits.
Got it.
Yeah.
And you're not done. Tomorrow, you're coming back. You've got something when it comes to travel.
Yes. So according to a new Bankrate survey, 43% of American adults will travel between Thanksgiving and Christmas this year. That's almost half of us. Wow. But airfares are up 33% from this time last year. So we're going to talk about different ways to save, when to book, where to book, and also what to do if you're driving.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All good. All right. Thank you, Vicki.
Thank you, Vicki. You know her well. She needs no introduction. The co-host of MSNBC's Morning Joe and the author of several New York Times bestsellers, Mika Brzezinski.
But this morning, Mika is here to celebrate the unveiling of Forbes' second annual 50 Over 50.
Mika's Know Your Value initiative collaborated with Forbes once again this year and curated a list of extraordinary women, rewriting the rules of success by breaking through age and gender norms. Mika, good morning.
Morning.
She's on a mission. I love this because the 50 Over 50 list says, you know what? This is for people who reached their highest level. Yes. Who reached their career success after 50.
After 50. We have women in their 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. No joke. Many of them. There were so many. We have 4 categories. We had to keep going last year. Entrepreneurship, lifestyle, impact, money.
What does it tell you?
Hoda's on the list.
Oh,
I know.
Hoda's on the list.
Let's get into it.
Overall, what does it tell you, though? Because I feel like we are in a different moment.
Yeah,
women over 50 aren't, winding it down.
We have arrived.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. I mean, look, guys, we had people lying up to be on the list, saying, and we're like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You're 49. You're too young. I wanted you both to be on the list. And they were like, Savannah just turned 50. So Savannah, amazing, nominates Hoda, showing like women now, we support each other. Of course. And we're so much stronger because of it. Everything has changed. You can have anything you want at any time in your life, and you're really the embodiment of that. It's not just professional success. You can find happiness anytime you want.
All of it. Hoda she is the embodiment of all of that inspiration. She refuses to read this beautiful article that you wrote about
read it,
her.
But I'm over 50 and I can't see it.
So now we are going to read it to her. I just want to say, you said, Mika, it was in her 50s, at 53, in fact, that Hoda became co-anchor of Today. It was in her 50s that she became a new mother when she adopted two beautiful girls, Haley and Hope. And it is in her 50s that Hoda can now say, this is my best decade ever. She is a message to every woman who always felt they weren't the one, or that they would always be on the sidelines, or that dreams of a family were out of reach. That's our Hoda.
That is what, and we've known each other for decades, and we've always felt like it's passing us. It's on the sidelines. And I always wanted to represent women who felt like, it's never going to be me. And women in their 60s, 70s, 80s. We have women in their 90s, civil rights activists. We have chemical engineers, Nobel Prize winners, women who are killing it. And they are well over 50, and it just doesn't matter. I think that's it. When you're over 50, there's a lot of stuff behind us, a lot of maturity, a lot of wiseness, a lot of confidence. There's a word I can't use, actually.
I was thinking of that same word.
It ends with it.
Yes.
And we just don't care, you know, and as a result, we can be good. We're not emotionally driven. We're not an emotion mind where you can think less. We're there.
I think the cool thing about this list, because I actually remember this when I read it last year, when you actually see the embodiment of what you want to be, you believe it's possible.
Yeah.
I think it's like, wait, she did that when? She did that when? And I remember when I was thinking about adopting kids and it was later in life, once I said it out loud, the only thing I could see were women my age adopting. I saw Sandra Bullock, and I saw her with her kids.
She's on the list.
She's on the list.
She's doing amazing things.
But it just shows you, once you see it, it's like that whole see it, be it thing.
Yes, yes.
And I think that's another reason why the list is so important.
And that's the thing. We have Dolly Parton on the list, Martha Stewart's on the list, Bobby Brown's on the list, Kris Jenner's on the list. There are women who just have no deadline. There's no deadline to anything anymore. We used to feel so rushed. I think, Savannah, you and I over the years have talked about, like, how do you make this happen now?
Yes.
No, now.
Yeah.
It's okay later.
Yes, it's exactly right.
Okay.
And when it happens, it's right on time. I really believe that.
Yeah.
I also like, Mika, that you are holding hands with the younger generation coming up, and that's what this is about, too.
It is.
It isn't about competition between women. It's like, how can we support each other and chart a different path?
This is exactly for women in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. Women who feel like you've got to rush. You need to have kids. You need to get married. You need to check the boxes off. You've got to get this promotion, because if you don't have this by then you won't be like so-and-so. You know what? You have such a long runway. You can calm down. You can enjoy the moment, because we didn't.
Yeah.
We all did it different ways. I mean, you had your kids young, and you were having this meteoric network career, and
but
then
it was hard.
It was hard, and you did those trade-offs.
Yes.
We didn't have our kids. Not necessarily by choice. That's just how our personal lives worked out.
You still
and then we got to. So that's what I love about this, is that it is a reassurance for when you're in your 20s and 30s. I think those are the hardest years, because you're like, should I put my career first? Should I do my family? Am I going to be able to do it all? Well, yeah, you are, but maybe in your own timing, and maybe not all at once, but your dreams can come true. I believe that.
Every single one, and you have much more time than you think. That is such a relief for young women.
We're like, preach, Mika,
girl.
Hey, come on, girl.
Sister, take us to church.
We love you, Mika.
I love this.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you
you
can
very
read more
much
about this year's 50 over 50 nominees. Read them all. It's going to be great.
You have to read the article, because Mika wrote something beautiful about you.
Well, I put a piece, I'm going to put it up online. We ran it on Morning Joe. It is the best piece I've ever seen. You are an inspiration to all women, and when you see this, you will cry.
Thank you. I'm already doing it. Yeah. Okay, thank you. All right, let's go shopping.
Okay.
I know, it's a classic. This isn't like Morning Joe. We just do this crazy segue. Now we're going to do shopping. Guys, it's Target Deal Days kicking off this morning. The bargains you're going to want to scoop up right now when it comes to toys and tech. But first, this is Today on NBC.
These days, it feels like the news never stops. So let's get into it. What's happening right now, what it all means for you for an hour every day. It can be hard to keep up, so let's get started together.
Hallie Jackson Now, weekdays at 5 on NBC News Now. The day's biggest political stories with trusted insight now and expert analysis now. A daily look at the politics behind the headlines. Meet the Press Now, streaming weekdays at 4 p.m. on NBC News Now.
I think when you open your eyes, you get to decide, how's my day going to be? We want to be a way to start your day, lighten your load, every single morning.
Hey, podcast fans, ready to unlock our true crime mysteries? Try Dateline Premium on Apple Podcasts. You'll get early access to originals, plus bonus content, and everything is ad-free. So head to Apple Podcasts now to subscribe.
You get one beautiful life to live. What are you going to do?
This show is so fun, but having you as a positive force means really the world to me.
Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold, okay?
We have this circle of women that love each other.
I decided I'm going to go with the rhythm of life.
And you love riding the wave.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Yeah, I love
you too.
We were witness to history, and I know we felt so privileged and so touched to be there.
Josh had a pretty good season last year.
Yeah.
Is there a part of you that takes a little bit of credit for it?
Yeah, of course.
Welcome back. We talked earlier about the battle of the holiday bargains being led by Target Deal Days getting underway this morning. So Shop Today editorial director Adriana Brock is here. A look at the best bargains when it comes to the season's hottest toys and hottest tech gadgets. So QR code, here we come. Let's get shopping. So Adriana, tech and toys, two things people love, and it's time to shop now.
Yes, believe it or not, Christmas is 80 days away, and retailers are marking down prices so that you can get your holiday shopping done early. This first one is a TV. It is incredible. It's a TV that's 65 inches, under $300. Oh. It's on sale for $249.99. It's 58% off. It's a 4K resolution. It's got built-in Roku. It's kind of got all the bells and whistles for an incredible viewing experience. And let me tell you, I have a 65-inch TV in my living room. It is a game changer. Movie, sports, TV, it is amazing.
All right, let's talk Xbox. This is a hot toy.
So this one's really awesome. Xbox has their Series S on sale. It's $50 off, so it brings the price down to $249.99. But you also get a free controller, so all the kids can play. And this model is amazing because it's disc-free, totally digital. You don't have to worry about the physical games, and it's the smallest, slimmest model available in an Xbox.
I know a lot of kids are asking that QR code.
It's amazing
on the
for the tweens and the teens.
Apple Watches are HOT.
Apple Watches are all the rage, and these are really great for anybody kickstarting their health journey or who's already on a health journey. So this Series 7 is on sale for 30% off. Oh, that's good. It's down to $279.99.
Is it? Oh, wow. I can't believe it's
these
on
are
sale.
These are really awesome discounts. And wherever you are on your health journey, this is really great because it's got blood oxygen meter. It's got fall detection, too, for some older folks in case you're clumsy. And it's got, everything you love about the Apple Watch. My mom uses the speak-to-text feature way too much.
That's one of my favorite features on the phone or the Apple Watch. Let's go to Beats.
Okay, Beats. The Shop Today team was so excited about Beats because they are on sale for 57% off. This is one of the lowest discounts the lowest prices we've seen, like probably ever. And brings down the price to $149.99.
So this is typically around $350.
Yeah, this is incredible.
Crazy.
And you know what? People are really loving the over-the-ear headphones again.
Yeah,
people are doing away. It's back in. It's all over social media. People are sick of losing their earbuds. You lose them. You don't know where they are. They get really dirty and gross. These are super comfortable. They've got noise canceling, great sound system. This is a great one for the teenager, the young person in your life, or if you're working from home.
Okay, we said tech and toys. Yes. So these LOL deals, these are hot.
LOL dolls are the hot toy right now. Toy Insider says this is the hottest gift for 5 to 6 year olds. So kids really love them because you never know what you're going to get.
Okay.
There's always fun in unboxing, and that's part of the experience when you're getting one of these. They're 50% off. We have the Queen's dolls. So these are like royal inspired. They've got like tiaras and purses and all these really glamorous little toys. So they start at $5.99, 50% off. So you can get the little LOL BBs. Those have 9 surprises, or you can soup it up with one of these larger ones that has 20 or more surprises in it. Really, they're really great. I know you're laughing, but all the kids, 5 to 6 years, they love them.
I know. Okay, let's talk about
this one. I am so excited about. We were having a little too much fun in the office.
I heard it.
Playing with this one last week.
So talk to us about it.
It is the Air Fury, and it's so great because it's 50% off. It's the indoor remote control car, and get this, it's got foam wheels.
So it's not going to break anything?
So it's not going to destroy your home. It's easy to use.
Should we put it down?
Yeah, let's put it down.
I just want to see.
It's easy to use. Okay. And it also jumps up. It's got this really cool feature where it jumps up to like 2 feet in the air.
Wait, how?
You push this button twice.
Which one?
You got to let it rev up for a little bit. Oh! There you go.
Wait, see that again. Wait, push it twice?
Push it twice. You have to let it sort of get itself ready.
Is it ready?
Okay,
Here
once it goes up.
Don't do anything. Just wait.
And now you push it again.
Watch.
Bam.
Whoa!
Look at that. It's got 360 range of
I'm
movement.
into
It's
it.
so cool.
Oh my God.
And it's just $18.49, so under $20 for this cool thing.
Really cool, Adriana. Thanks. These are all fun
Yeah,
and
they're
great
really
bargains.
great.
Scan the QR code, head to today.com/shop, and we should mention this segment features deals only available on Target, which has an affiliate relationship with Today. Hey, Craig.
Hey, Hoda. This is Milky White the cow. And this is the cast of Into the Woods. They're getting ready for a live performance this morning. We're going to catch up with the stars of the show who have their own great story to share. But first, this is Today on NBC.
Just how small you are.
You get one beautiful life to live. Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold.
We have this circle of women that love each other.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Love ya.
I love you too.
The general election is right around the corner. It's time to plan your vote. We'll provide everything you need to know to successfully cast your ballot. Just select any state you want to learn about, and you'll instantly get voting rules. See the next big deadline, learn how to take action for your plan, and even help others make their plans. Voting rules have changed since 2020, and those rules vary from state to state. So it's time to get planning for November. Visit NBCnews.com/planyourvote today.
I think when you open your eyes, you get to decide, how's my day going to be? We want to be a way to start your day, lighten your load, every single morning.
We were witness to history, and I know we felt so privileged and so touched to be there.
Josh had a pretty good season last year.
Yeah.
Is there a part of you that takes a little bit of credit for it?
Yeah, of course.
Now Tonight with Joshua Johnson, streaming weeknights at 8 on NBC News Now.
The City Concert Series on Today is proudly presented to you by City.
Oh, this Plaza audience is ready. We've got one of the hottest casts on Broadway. The ensemble of Into the Woods is here.
Yeah.
It intertwines the plots of several popular fairy tales, exploring the consequences of each character's wishes as they make their journey through the trees.
Stephanie Block and Sebastian Arcellus are a real-life married couple. They take on the role of the baker and the baker's wife in the revival of the Sondheim musical. So look at you two, living together, working together.
Hoda, it's a lot of time together.
How does that go?
It's going all right.
Yeah.
Our 7-year-old would want us back home, but I got to tell you, those 3 hours at the St. James where we get to share this story as husband and wife, it's pretty special.
I love your office job.
Yeah.
A little different on Broadway 8 times a week. This show is so epic. It literally, that's the right word to use for it, because it just combines all these different beloved fairy tales and puts a new twist on them.
It does. The first act, we're all in our individual journeys, but the second act, we all come together for that collaborative journey, and I think it's touching audiences far more than we ever thought.
All right, we're ready for our performance. What are you going to sing for us? What's your number?
It's the opening number, Into the Woods.
Go.
You wish to have the curse reversed? I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the woods and bring me back. 1, the cow as white as milk. 2, the cape as red as blood. 3, the hair as yellow as corn. 4, the slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these before the chime of midnight in 3 days' time, and you shall have, I guarantee, a child as perfect as child can be. Go to the wood!
Look what I found in Father's hunting jacket.
6 beans.
I wonder if they are
The witch's beans. We'll take them with us.
No, you are not coming.
I know. You are fearful of the woods at night.
The spell is on my house. Only I can lift the spell. The spell is on my house.
The spell is on our house.
No,
We
you
must
are
lift
not
the
to
spell
come, and that
together.
is
The
fine.
spell is on our
Now, what am I to
house.
return with?
Oh, you don't remember. The cow is white as milk. The cape is red as blood. The hair is yellow as corn. The slipper is pure as gold.
The cow is white as milk. The cape is red as blood. The hair is yellow as corn. The slipper is pure as gold.
I still wish to go to the festival.
The cow is white as milk.
But how am I ever to get to the
hair is yellow
festival?
as
I
corn.
know I'll visit Mother's
The
grave.
what?
The grave of the
Slipper
crystal
is
tree.
pure as
And tell her
gold.
I just want to go to the festival. The hair. It's time to go. It may be all in vain, I know. Into the woods, but even so, I have to take the journey. Into the woods, the path is straight. I know it well, but who can tell? Into the woods to lift the spell. Into the woods to visit Mother. Into the woods to fetch the things.
To make the potion.
To go to the festival. Into the woods without regret. The choice is made, the task is set. Into the woods, but not forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods to get my wish. I don't care how, the time is now. Into the woods to sell the cow.
Into the woods to get the money.
Into the woods to lift the spell.
To make the potion.
To go to the festival.
Into the woods to grandmother's house.
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. No need to be afraid, there's something in the glade there. Into the woods without delay, but careful not to lose the way. Into the woods, who knows what may be lurking on the journey. Into the woods to get the thing that makes it worth the journeying. Into the woods to see the king. To sell the cow. To make the potion. To see, to sell, to get, to bring, to make, to lift, to go to the festival. Into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods and out of the woods. And home before dark.
You guys, that is the Broadway cast of Into the Woods. You guys are coming back in our 4th hour, and if you're in New York, check it out, the St. James Theaters. Guys, thank you so much. We'll be back, but first, your local news. When was the last time you made space to listen to somebody?
What I learned from a very young age is radical love, radical forgiveness.
We are meeting people one after the next who have made profound changes.
It showed a lot of personal strength for me. Why am I trying to make other people happy over myself?
So many life lessons that are going on in these conversations. We're watching a transformation.
Join Hoda Kotb for her podcast, Making Space. Listen now.
You get one beautiful life to live. What are you gonna do?
This show is so fun, but having you as a positive force means really the world to me.
Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold, okay?
We have this circle of women that love each other.
I decided I'm gonna go with the rhythm of life.
And you love riding the wave.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Love ya.
I love you too.
This morning on the third hour of Today, surprise settlement. The family of the cinematographer killed on the set of Alec Baldwin's movie Rust, settling with the actor and producers and revealing that filming will resume soon. What it means for the criminal investigation. Then later, an early holiday treat. It's not even Halloween, but there are big sales coming where you can find the best deals. And a heavyweight showdown. It's Fat Bear Week. We're breaking down the bracket and how you can pick the big winner. Grab your picnic basket today, boo-boo. Thursday, October 6th, 2022.
Live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza, this is the third hour of Today.
And a good Thursday morning to you. Welcome to this third hour of Today. Craig Melvin, Chanel Jones, Albert Roker. We'll see Dylan tomorrow. We got a lot to talk about Thursday, so let's get right to it here. We're going to start with that surprise settlement in the lawsuit against Alec Baldwin and the producers of his movie Rust. The settlement comes nearly a year after the deadly shooting on the set. NBC News national correspondent Miguel Almaguer has been on this story from the very start. He joins us now from L.A. with the very latest on these developments. Miguel, good morning.
Hey guys, good morning. The family of Halyna Hutchins, the cinematographer who was shot and killed during filming, has settled a wrongful death lawsuit against the film's producers, including Alec Baldwin. The agreement just the latest twist in the tragic accident, as the movie is now set to get back into action.
Nearly a year after the fatal shooting on the set of Rust, the family of cinematographer Halyna Hutchins has reached a settlement in a wrongful death lawsuit with the film's producers, including Alec Baldwin, the movie's star and the man behind the fatal bullet. In a statement, her husband Matthew says, "All of us believe Halyna's death was a terrible accident. I have no interest in engaging in recriminations or attribution of blame to the producers or Mr. Baldwin. It's a major change in tone since he sat down exclusively with Hoda in February."
And the idea that the person holding the gun and causing it to discharge is not responsible is absurd to me.
While a financial agreement has not been disclosed, Matthew Hutchins will now be an executive producer on the film, which will go back into production early next year. It all comes as the Santa Fe District Attorney could file criminal charges against as many as 4 people, possibly including Baldwin himself.
Each of those charges will probably include some variation of our homicide statute.
The DA says the settlement will have no impact on the ongoing criminal investigation or the decision to press charges, adding no one is above the law.
Can the DA still move forward without the victim's family's support?
Technically, the DA's prospective case against these defendants has not been weakened at all by this settlement. But practically speaking, it has, because reluctant victims make for a difficult prosecution.
Earlier this year, attorneys for the Hutchins family released this animation they say shows how Baldwin was holding the gun as a live round was fired with Halyna standing just 4 feet away. That bullet killed the 42-year-old and injured the film's director Joel Souza, who now says he'll return to finish the film.
I would never point a gun at anyone and pull a trigger at them, never.
Baldwin, who has denied responsibility for the accident, called the agreement a resolution to a tragic and painful situation.
Justice is a tricky concept.
Meanwhile, Halyna's family says they hope the settlement will help pay tribute to her final work.
I mean, she deserved to live and nothing can bring her back.
As for the criminal case, we expect the DA to file charges later this month if she does so. Now, if a case is brought against Alec Baldwin, it's possible that the criminal trial of that shooting could be underway at the very same time filming for Rust is expected to resume, potentially putting the Hollywood star in the role of actor and defendant all at once. Guys, back to you.
All right, Miguel Almaguer starting us off. Thank you, Miguel.
Turning now to the holiday shopping wars that are here earlier than ever. Today, more than 3 weeks before Halloween, some retailers are already kicking off their holiday sales. NBC's Emily Aketa is here with tips on how to navigate the new version of Black Friday. Good morning to you.
Hey, guys. Yeah, it's quite early. It really is battle of the bargains. Today, we're seeing Target and Kohl's roll out some of their deals. Target, a 2-day event, and then Kohl's will continue all the way through Christmas. Next week, Walmart and Amazon are getting in on the fun. And what's really interesting about Amazon is this is actually the first time that they're holding 2 Prime Day-like events within the same year. And it's really an acknowledgement that listen, consumers are shifting their spending. They're spending more carefully and thoughtfully because we are dealing with this inflation. We're dealing with higher interest rates. And so retailers are having to fight for their attention. And that's why we're seeing a lot of deals.
That's so interesting. What about inflation? I mean, it's been sharply rising, costs for everyone. What are some ways to ensure you snag the best bargain beforehand?
Right. We want to make sure that the deal is all that it's being cracked up to be. And so there are a couple of things you can do. First and foremost, it just takes a little research. You want to compare prices online. There are things like Yahoo Shopping, Google Shopping. Check for the history of the prices items. You can download different kinds of browser extensions to be alerted when an item drops in price. I think the other thing is with these early deals, people are wondering, okay, well, what if that item, could it go on an even better sale closer towards the holiday? So that's why you want to look for retailers that will match the price, give you that refund if it continues to drop later on after you purchase the item. And then the last thing I'll mention is stacking your discounts, layering those sales on top of sales. So what I mean by that is use a cashback credit card or a credit card that gives you points when you're doing your holiday shopping. So it's kind of a 2-in-1 deal. And this one I might try actually. Look for deals where gift cards go on sale and then use those gift cards at that store when it's having steeper sales store-wide.
Where gift cards go on sale?
Yeah.
Is that happens?
That's right, yeah, especially if you've got points for your credit card, you go on, and a lot of times a number of gift card companies discount the gift cards.
Yeah.
That's
a great way to say it.
Nobody knows that you've discounted it. Talk about last year, Emily, when we had all those supply chain issues. Are we looking at that this year? Have they solved that problem?
Yeah, so many of us experienced that. A delayed gift getting to you is certainly stressful. But I think the hope is that we're not going to see a repeat of the past 2 years. A lot of shipping and delivery companies, they have since increased their capacity to prevent those backlogs. And now we're seeing dulled demand because of inflation, but we're seeing that increased capacity still. So we should hope to get more on-time delivery. Some good news there, a silver lining to inflation.
I cannot believe we are talking about the holidays already. Emily,
not even Halloween.
Not even Halloween.
Thank you, Emily. I want to update you on a story that we were talking about roughly this time yesterday. Right now, a crew of 4 astronauts is en route to the International Space Station.
2, 1, ignition, engines full power, and liftoff. Go Crew 5.
They blasted off from the Kennedy Space Center yesterday on board that SpaceX rocket. And the crew is being led by Commander Nicole Mann. And Nicole Mann is the first Native American woman in space. They're going to arrive a little bit later today. They are going to stay on the International Space Station until March.
It's pretty exciting.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, so right now we would like to pause and tell you about the biggest competition in the wild. Did you know it's Fat Bear Week?
It's a thing.
That's right, it is a thing. 12 bears from a national park in Alaska are facing off in a heavyweight competition. We've even got a March Madness-style bracket. So these are the grisly details. Park Service is posting before and after photos of the bears. So this is the most recent champ, Holly. And you get to choose which one did the best job packing on the pounds after hibernation. So voting will last until Tuesday on the park's website.
I thought this was a joke at first.
No, this is serious.
Apparently 150,000 people have already voted.
Yeah, Otis is a big favorite. He's won, I think, about 3 or 4 times. So
they look so, mangy is not the word.
No, mangy in some cases.
Before, I'm
not
like.
another bear.
Great. It's going to be a great week for the bear, not so much for the salmon, though.
Well, that's the way it goes. There you go. Whoa. Look for the bare necessities.
Glad this segment's over. I couldn't bear any more of your puns.
Thank you very much.
Oh, my goodness. All right, just ahead, it's our fall health checklist. From when to get your shots to fall allergies and how to take care of your skin. We have all of the answers. And then later, in Impact Thursday, the woman who is changing lives by sharing the Mexican culture. We'll be right back.
You get one beautiful life to live. Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold.
We have this circle of women that love each other.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Love ya.
I love you too.
A masked killer takes aim and fires. A fatal attraction that leads investigators to turn towards their own. Internal Affairs, a new podcast from Dateline. Listen now wherever you get your podcasts.
Today is now a podcast, available every morning. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
A masked killer takes aim and fires. A fatal attraction that leads investigators to turn towards their own. Internal Affairs, a new podcast from Dateline. Listen now wherever you get your podcasts.
For breaking news in our changing world, download the NBC News app.
We are back with today's checklist, your fall medical to-do list. And here to tell us what we should all be thinking about, we have board-certified internist, Dr. Kavita Agarwal. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. So I promise you, we're just talking about this downstairs in the concourse.
Oh, yeah?
Skincare. After the summer, a lot of people have had sunburns. Their skin feels dry, especially heading into the winter months. So what do we do to be all dewy and fresh and wonderful?
Basically what I want to say is that I hope everybody was using their sunscreen during the summer because we want to protect our sun, our skin.
Yes.
People may want to have extra concerns if they have had any serious sunburns, especially in their childhood, or if they've done any indoor tanning or have family history of skin cancers, then definitely get a yearly check with your dermatologist.
It's cumulative. So then what about fall skincare 101? I saw the first thing on the list is to take shorter showers.
Shorter showers, and you want to avoid super hot water. And
which is tough because some people like long, hot showers.
But in the fall and the winter, definitely can't do that. It's bad for you. And you want to moisturize and use an oil-based product that's going to retain moisture much better. Okay. And we can't forget about those feet. So after a good soak, use that foot file and address those calluses.
All right, Al, you got that? Check.
You do not want to suffer the agony of defeat. So, Dr. K, what about fall allergies, which is a real thing?
Oh, my God, it's a very big thing. It is ragweed, and the season is August through November. Symptoms are just like many other allergies. So you got your runny eyes and itchy nose and sore throat. But things that you can do to prevent is like if you're outdoors doing your chores and you're mowing the lawn, put on a mask. That's actually going to minimize your airway exposure. Yes. If you're indoors, shut those windows. Okay. And then one thing that I really recommend is taking a shower before going to bed. Wash that off your hair.
How do people not do that?
I know, because you don't want that pollen on you at night when you sleep. Absolutely. And then we have readily available antihistamines over the counter for your symptoms.
And leaves and moisture and mold is a big problem.
Mold is the next thing. I know. So mold is everywhere, unfortunately. And in the fall, with our damp weather, it can be a bigger issue, especially for people with immunocompromised conditions, lung disease, and whatnot. So how can we prevent it? So use a dehumidifier at home. Right. You want to make sure your basement's not wet. And if you do end up getting a mold problem, then it depends on the surface. So if it's a hard surface, use bleach. If it's a soft surface, like a cushion or a rug, discard it, replace it. Get rid of it. Exactly.
All right,
for
thanks,
sure.
Dr. King.
All right.
Doc, thank you.
Yes,
thanks for stopping in.
Oh, my pleasure.
So we tend to think of ticks as like a summer issue, but the reality is this is the time of year a lot of folks going on hikes. A lot of folks are out there raking those leaves.
I know. So you don't want to let down your guard. You want to be careful. So if you're going out, what I recommend is you're going to wear long clothing, long sleeves, long pants, tuck those pant legs into your socks. You can spray your clothing with permethrin. You can spray any exposed body parts with insect bug spray. Okay. And then when you come back in from the outdoors, toss those clothes in the dryer, super hot heat, take a shower, and use that opportunity to do a tick check.
Tick check.
Yes.
And with the spray, DEET, no DEET?
DEET.
Always DEET.
But not for kids.
Okay. Not for kids.
Yeah.
So, speaking of kids, this is the time of year where lots of folks are talking about vaccines, especially for kids.
So
what should we be getting right now in terms of vaccines, and should we prioritize any vaccine over another?
So I want to talk about two main vaccines. So as you all know, the FDA and CDC just recently approved the new bivalent COVID booster. You definitely want to get that now. Don't wait. The only timing consideration is you want to wait 2 months after getting your primary series or 3 months after any recent COVID illness. We're expecting the cases to uptick as winter and cold comes in. The next thing that you want to do is get your flu shot. So flu season is around the corner. Don't delay. Get your flu vaccine.
And you can get them both at the same time?
You can get them at the same time, for sure. Anybody over the age of 6 months can get the flu shot, and after 2 weeks, you're considered immune. And definitely don't delay.
What about the childhood vaccines? Any other vaccines for kids?
Yeah, so the thing is, because of the pandemic, so many people got off track. They missed their appointments. They missed their vaccines. I want you all to get back with your pediatrician and get back on schedule with your shots, especially the polio vaccine, for sure.
And Doc, if you're 65 and older, it's a different flu vaccine,
It is a high-dose flu vaccine. But if you can't get it, just get any vaccine.
Okay. Have you gotten yours?
Got mine.
Okay. I got mine, too. My kids got mine. We're all good.
Ready to go. All right, that's our to-do list. Dr. Agarwal, as always, thank you
so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Okay, just ahead. Impact Thursday. We're going to meet a woman who's touching lives just by sharing her culture. Then later, it's an acting dream team. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II and Corey Hawkins live here talking about sharing the stage as the third hour of Today continues.
from New Orleans. Nice to really spend some time with you. Appreciate
The day's biggest political stories with trusted insight now and expert analysis now. A daily look at the politics behind the headlines. Meet the Press Now, streaming weekdays at 4 p.m. on NBC News Now.
When was the last time you made space to listen to somebody?
What I learned from a very young age is radical love, radical forgiveness.
We are meeting people one after the next who have made profound changes.
It showed a lot of personal strength for me. Why am I trying to make other people happy over myself?
So many life lessons that are going on in these conversations. We're watching a transformation.
Join Hoda Kotb for her podcast, Making Space. Listen now.
We are celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. This morning, we want to introduce you to a woman whose heritage is always on display.
She sells handmade items from Mexico in her little San Diego shops. Each one is like a work of art.
But she's not just sharing her love for the Mexican culture. She also is making an impact on both sides of the border.
I love getting to go out to these different parts of Mexico, meet with the artesanos, learn about the pieces, and then bring that back and then be able to share that with the customers.
Alexia de la Parra has been sharing culture since she was born in the U.S. and grew up just across the border in Tijuana, Mexico, where the colorful markets there were a cornerstone of her childhood.
My grandfather would take me, and those are some of my earliest memories of going to Mercado Hidalgo, where we would go try fruits and we would go walk the stalls, and that's where you would see a lot of folk art. Throughout the years, whenever we would travel, we would go to markets like this.
In 2009, she brought some of those Mexican crafts back with her from vacation.
And so I started selling at a farmer's market. Pottery, jewelry, purses.
Alexia soon discovered she had tapped into something special because by the next year, she was ready to open her first business, Art Alexia.
Well, I always say, if I don't sell it, then I can keep it at home. So I only buy things that I really like. And I'm definitely drawn towards color, towards something that automatically just makes me smile.
One staple of her business is a pledge to support a wide variety of Latina artisans, like Maria Zacarias from Oaxaca.
She makes aprons and does all this embroidery. And we asked her, would you be open to making other items for us? Would you be open to making perhaps patches with this beautiful work or bags? And she was very excited to be able to then do something else, because now she can do that for other clients as well. Now she has all this work and she can just buy all her supplies. The last time we spoke to her, she had to buy another sewing machine.
Before the pandemic, Alexia also created week-long craft and culinary tours called Eat, Drink, Cook Mexico.
I loved being able to share Mexico with people who were afraid to go by themselves, or they didn't know the language, or they just wanted to go with somebody who was familiar with the area.
This year, Alexia expanded her brand, opening sister shop Casa Cocina for all things culinary.
So it was nice to start something fresh that's still similar but has its own identity.
Post-pandemic, she is once again sharing Mexican art by teaching it at workshops.
So one trick I like to do is I like to fold it in half to make sure it's at the halfway point.
And giving instruction on how to make a Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, altar.
It's about remembering your loved ones that have passed, keeping their memories alive, sharing their stories, talking to your children about your parents, your great-grandparents.
Alexia has begun preparing her Day of the Dead altar this year, always to honor her grandfather.
Oh my goodness. I have so many memories of him. He passed away when I was extremely young, but I can remember his voice. I always wonder, like, oh my God, if he could see me now, like, what would he think that I'm doing this? I think he'd be super proud, for sure.
Day of the Dead will be celebrated for 2 days, November 1st and 2nd. And take a look. These are Alexia's tips for building an altar for your loved one at home. It can be big or small, simple or fancy, whatever you like. And it should include things, she says, like a picture, candles, incense, flowers, even foods or drinks that your loved one loved.
What a great celebration.
Absolutely.
Love that.
Yeah.
Well, when we come back, it is Shop All Day. Our Chassis Post has some flat out good ideas for simplifying our lives. Third hour today. I'll be right back.
I think when you open your eyes, you get to decide, how's my day going to be? We want to be a way to start your day, lighten your load, every single morning.
A masked killer takes aim and fires. A fatal attraction that leads investigators to turn towards their own. Internal Affairs, a new podcast from Dateline. Listen now wherever you get your podcasts.
We were witness to history, and I know we felt so privileged and so touched to be there.
Josh had a pretty good season last year.
Yeah.
Is there a part of you that takes a little bit of credit for it?
Yeah, of course.
Now Tonight with Joshua Johnson. Streaming weeknights at 8 on NBC News Now. For breaking news in our changing world, download the NBC News app.
We are back with a peek at today's episode of our streaming show Shop All Day. So the theme today is tips and tricks to get organized, get out the door, and look good while you do it. Cheers to that. So Shop All Day contributor Chassis Post is here, which means you just scan that QR code to see the pics. You've got good stuff today. Not that you don't every day. But.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited about this episode. And we've got some great stuff.
Yes.
Starting with, tips and tricks to help you get organized. And have you ever seen a more adorable storage pouch? I have not. And these sort of varsity letters, they're such a big trend. We've been seeing them everywhere. And we got two styles here. First, these amazing, clear, giant pouches. I mean, for your snacks.
So cute.
Your stuff. And I love clear stuff because you can see everything, right? But also, look at these wonderful toiletry and makeup bags, right?
Yeah.
Just face, and you can fit all sorts of stuff in here. And these start at $20.99.
It's a cute gift idea.
I'm stocking up on these. And we've seen, this varsity letter trend for way, way more. So this is so fun. I love it.
You got roll-up shoes.
Oh, Al, we sure do.
Listen.
These are so incredible. So these are fashionable and functional. So that mesh sort of knit that we've seen everywhere? That's really cool. But guess what? Look, they roll up. So you can take these, throw them in your bag, right?
So growing up, my grandmother would always give me these, all different, because when you're out and about, let's say you're at a party, your heels start to hurt. You remember you go to weddings and they give you the slip-on shoes?
All the time.
Well, now you go into your bag and you just and put them on.
Wow.
Who needs it? When you want to hit that dance floor, they're also great for commuting to work and travel.
I did. This is my new favorite thing. I had these as a kid.
Yes, you just clip them on. Yes, these are shoe clips, and they transform any shoe.
This is a plain
into a statement shoe.
Keep that shoe.
Isn't that cute?
How great is that? And you can
slip it on.
Yeah, and you can switch them out.
Cute.
I mean, you've got bows, you've got these fabulous glam crystals.
So you would you could use those in your hair and on your shoe?
Well, no, these are just for shoes. So they'll
Oh.
take any shoe you have in your closet and transform it.
What am I going to do?
No, it wasn't a legitimate question.
You put it right there, Craig?
You could dual purpose.
Yes,
You
well,
could wear
yeah,
that in
you
your hair.
could, right? And
Sure you
guess
could.
what?
Yes.
These start at $8.99.
Done.
I mean, talking about getting the look for a whole lot less,
Al,
right?
can you do this one?
Oh my gosh.
What is
Okay, so this is this fabulous waterproof eyebrow pen, and it is a huge
tons of fans for shoppers, but also the Shop Today team is loving this.
Let me demonstrate.
And
Is this like a template?
No, yes. So that is actually a stencil.
Yes.
And let me tell you guys, not only is it waterproof, but it's smudge proof. It stays all day. It's sweat proof.
So you just put it right here.
And and the way you get that natural look is you can see here there.
You know where your eyebrows are?
I can't see.
Here, let me do it for you.
So it's got a 4-trip brush, and like we would just fill it in right there.
It sticks. Don't touch it.
But you have me looking like Ronald McDonald. But you know what I love so much about it is it gives you a really natural look because there are 4 prongs here, so it mimics actual brow hair. And we have a before and after of our Shop Today team member, beautiful Alexa.
Okay, look
how gorgeous her brows
Her brows were fine before.
Right?
It feels
You know, if you really work that, then you can get a Groucho Marx look going.
You can get any
Big,
look.
thick eyebrows.
And it's all about the brow this
never
season.
seen
So we
anything
love this, and
This
it's
is how much?
$8.99.
$8?
And
Do you
you
get the
know how
templates with
expensive.
it,
Yes,
too?
so yes, you get 3
All right.
templates and you get a little eyebrow razor.
Wow, a blackhead breakdown stick.
This is so cool, Al.
Enjoy
All
your
right.
Cheerios.
Yes, well, but I got to tell you guys, this is on our episode. Yes, this was recommended by celeb makeup artist Ashley Glazer, who we're chatting with in this episode.
Okay.
And it's so great because it's a little stick and it's a triangular shape, so it gets in those nooks and crannies.
For a pimple?
Yes, for blackheads.
But here's my thing. If it's oily, doesn't that make it oily?
So it's actually, the brand says, is powered by pink clay. So that sort of dries and sucks out the impurities, and it exfoliates. And then I love that Ashley also says, use this 5 days before a big event and your makeup will go on more smoothly. And I just love it because, you know, who wants blackheads? Yeah, this is $18.
Learned a lot.
Yeah.
We've learned a lot here today.
Yes. I'm like here for this.
I know.
You can wear those in your hair and on your shoes.
That's right. Just put those shoes in your hair. And you'll
Dual
be
purpose.
fantastic.
Chassie, thank you.
Thank you.
You want to check out Shop All Day, Tips and Tricks, streaming today on Today All Day. It starts at 10 o'clock this morning Eastern.
Hey, coming up next, award-winning actors Yahya Abdul-Mateen II and Corey Hawkins here talking about their new roles. And we've got actor and author Justin Baldoni joining us to share some important life lessons, a great self-esteem boost for the young men in your life.
Here, let me
Third
see your
hour of
eyebrows.
today, we'll be right back.
This is your right eyebrow.
That's okay.
I got this.
That's okay. I'm going to use it as a mustache.
We were witness to history, and I know we felt so privileged and so touched to be there.
Josh had a pretty good season last year.
Yeah.
Is there a part of you that takes a little bit of credit for it?
Yeah, of course.
These days, it feels like the news never stops. So let's get into it. What's happening right now, what it all means for you for an hour every day. It can be hard to keep up, so let's get started together.
Allie Jackson Now, weekdays at 5 on NBC News Now.
You get one beautiful life to live. What are you going to do?
This show is so fun, but having you as a positive force means really the world to me.
Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold, okay?
We have this circle of women that love each other.
I decided I'm going to go with the rhythm of life.
And you love riding the wave.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Yeah.
For breaking news in our changing world, download the NBC News app. Now Tonight with Joshua Johnson, streaming weeknights at 8 on NBC News Now.
Today is now a podcast available every morning. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
We are back with some acting heavyweights who are now sharing the stage. Tony Award nominee Corey Hawkins from the film adaptation of In the Heights. If we had more time, I'd sing it all. And his portrayal of Dr. Dre in Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, yes. And Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, he won an Emmy for his role in the superhero drama series Watchmen. He also played activist Bobby Seale in the Best Picture nominee, The Trial of the Chicago 7. Well, now they play brothers Lincoln and Booth in the Pulitzer Prize-winning Broadway play Top Dog, Underdog. It's a dark comic story about sibling love, but it's also about family identity, and we are honored to have both of them with
Good
us
morning.
this morning. Good morning.
It's like for me, when I saw that you guys are teaming up, it's like two NBA legends. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is just like, we're going to sit down with such great expectations. So let's start with you, Corey. This is your return to Broadway since your Tony-nominated role in 6 Degrees of Separation. Both share kind of a common theme about secrets, but tell us about Top Dog, Underdog, and then the relationship with you two on the screen.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's deep. It's Susan Lloyd Parks at her finest. It's an ode to black men. It's a fable. It's funny. It's explosive. It's heartfelt. I play Lincoln, who, you know, he makes his living, funny enough, as a Lincoln impersonator.
How does that work? I'm just kidding. Keep going.
Right. But he used to be an expert 3-card Monte hustler. And he's, you know, I think it's about these brothers who are chasing the American dream and how that dream lets them down or you know, the lies we're told.
Speaking of dreams, you said this is your dream project. This is your Broadway debut.
It is my Broadway debut. I'm excited to be here.
How was this your dream project? What was it about?
Well, I was introduced to this play about 15 years ago, and I did a sort of a director's showcase. I did about 15 minutes from a scene, and I fell in love with this character, Booth. He was so witty and charming and charismatic, and he cursed and he talked like people who I knew growing up, you know, and I had never seen that before on the stage, and so it was a dream. So now to get to come back and come to Broadway, introduce this play and this same character from a mature perspective, it's just really, it's literally a dream come true for me.
And I always wondered, sometimes I'll go to Broadway shows and I'm like, how do they do it? Performance after performance. I mean, because I think it's only you two, right? For 2 hours?
Yeah.
Just by yourselves?
Yeah.
Is there a time where you know, step off stage and get some water? I mean,
Barely.
Right.
Seriously though, how do you do it?
It's a lot of discipline. It's funny, you know, you talk about, you know, athletes. It feels athletic. It feels there's the discipline leading up to the show. There's a discipline after the show. You have to not only take care of ourselves, but we have to take care of these characters. And
what do you mean by that?
Because these men exist in the world, and we want to do justice to them and show them in all their complexity and their light. You know, the dark, the funny, the humor, all of that.
All the things.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you started a production company, I read.
I did.
What's in the works with the production company?
Well, there's a production company called House 1110. It's housed at Netflix right now. We have a television show that'll be going at FX. It's called The Scent of Burnt Flowers, and that's something really cool that we're excited about. Also, a couple films that I kind of can't talk about right now, but this is an opportunity.
You could. You felt like it.
I could.
No one's paying attention. Whispering. I'm just kidding.
But no, this is really a labor of love. It's named after a house that I grew up in, and it's really my chance at stepping out and creating something that's sort of a table to work with the talented artists that I want to work with.
Where'd you grow up?
In Oakland, California.
In Oakland.
Yeah.
So you're going to do both. You're going to still act, but you're also going.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. I mean, this is a chance to sort of build the world that I want to see. You know, I'm here doing a project that I've always dreamed of doing, and I want to be able to expand and do the same thing in film and television. For
How do y'all juggle so much? You're also in the new screen adaptation of The Color Purple.
Yeah.
Are you Harpo?
I play Harpo.
That's precious.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I mean, and you've got this all-star cast.
All-star cast. There's Danielle Brooks, who I went to Juilliard with, and we used to dream about this.
Here on the third hour,
Yeah, we used to dream about this in school, and so it's just a pleasure to be in the room with that ensemble. You know, Oprah sitting over there. You know, she'd come on set and hang with us. So it's just great. It's a blessing.
And he's singing too.
Yeah.
Oh, singing too.
And he's singing in the play. If you want to hear this dude sing, come check out Todd.
Are you a natural singer?
Guitar too.
I grew up singing, but I don't call myself a singer sometimes out of respect to those who actually practice the craft.
I told him if my kids came in here, they'd be like, Benny. Benny on the dispatch.
We have so enjoyed this.
I
We're going to come
know.
and check out the.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats on your debut.
Thank you.
It's called Top Dog, Underdog. Currently in previews. Opens October 20th over the John Golden Theater. on Broadway.
Dream team. So good. All right, up next, actor and author Justin Baldoni shares some life lessons with us. His message for all the boys and young men out there. It's good. We'll be right back.
The general election is right around the corner. It's time to plan your vote. We'll provide everything you need to know to successfully cast your ballot. Just select any state you want to learn about, and you'll instantly get voting rules. See the next big deadline, learn how to take action for your plan, and even help others make their plans. Voting rules have changed since 2020, and those rules vary from state to state. So it's time to get planning for November. Visit NBCNews.com/plan your vote today.
You get one beautiful life to live. What are you going to do?
This show is so fun, but having you as a positive force means really the world to me.
Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold, okay?
We have this circle of women that love each other.
I decided I'm going to go with the rhythm of life.
And you love riding the wave.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Yeah.
I love you too.
These days, it feels like the news never stops. So let's get into it. What's happening right now, what it all means for you for an hour every day. It can be hard to keep up, so let's get started together.
Hallie Jackson Now, weekdays at 5 on NBC News Now.
Our next guest can do a little bit of everything. You know Justin Baldoni. I was just talking about his role on Jane the Virgin, and he stays busy behind the camera as well, directing films like 5 Feet Apart.
Well, Justin is also now leading this discussion on modern masculinity. He's got a podcast. It's called Man Enough, and he has a memoir of the same name. Well, now he's out with a new book. And it's a new book with life lessons for boys and teenagers especially. It's called Boys Will Be Human, a get real gut check guide to becoming the strongest, kindest, bravest person you can be. Justin, good morning to you. And we were just sitting here talking as a mother and father to young children. This seems like a perfect book. Why do people, boys and girls, parents as well, why do they need this book right now, in this moment?
Oh, because life is hard. And it's hard to be a young boy. It's hard to be a boy going through puberty with your body changing and testosterone filling you and starting to think about sex and all the things you start to think about and not having anybody to talk to. You know, I wrote this book kind of for myself when I was 12, 13, 14. It was one of the loneliest times of my life. You know?
Middle school is tough.
It was so hard when you're bullied and you start finding things on the internet you shouldn't find, and you're introduced to a whole new world, and you don't have anyone to talk to, and you kind of feel like you're the only person in the world going through it. And I thought it was really important to reach boys before they become men, before we put on all that armor that we spend our lives trying to take off, and it becomes too heavy to take off.
I mean, is the book for boys and parents, or is it geared toward one more than the other?
Well, the book is for boys. I say 11 to 100. Okay. So it's for you. It's for you and me, but it's also really for parents and educators as well. There's exercises in the book, but it's a deeply personal book. So I'm not talking at the boys. I'm with the boys. I'm sharing my personal experiences. So it's kind of written like I'm a trusted friend or an older brother that they don't have, where they can feel safe to ask all of the deep, maybe shameful questions that they have that they're experiencing. And I use personal stories from my life that are extremely embarrassing that I had to breathe through as I was writing it, because a lot of trauma and a lot of stuff came up. But it's also really, really honest. So I suggest for parents to take a look at it first, but more than anything, to read it with their kids. Because that'll create conversation and to get uncomfortable, because we got to get uncomfortable. We can't just wait for the world to hit our kids and to expose them to everything. We have to be proactive in that.
I thought it was interesting. You were telling us during the commercial break that when you talk to middle schoolers, sometimes you have them close their eyes. And what exercise do you have them perform?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, there's a whole bunch of, they're called gut checks in the book. But the one I was talking about, I spoke at a middle school yesterday in Boston, and I have them all close their eyes, because one of the things in middle school is you're trying to fit in. You want to be like everybody else, right? You're looking at social media, you're watching the highlight reels of people's lives, dopamine is flooding your brain, and you want to be like everybody else. And so I have them close their eyes, and I ask them, who here doesn't fit in? No peeking. Who here feels like they don't fit in? And they all raise their hands. And I say, look, open your eyes. If nobody fits in, who are you trying to fit in with? And so it's learning how to be themselves and recognize at the end of the day that who they are as they are is already enough. Their masculinity cannot be taken away from them. It cannot be emasculated. It's not something that needs to be proved. It is innate. So if you are a boy, if you are a man, it is innate in you. Nobody can take it away.
Before we let you go, we got to talk about this directing and producing project, right? Yes.
Yes. It ends with us.
It ends with us. The #1 New York Times bestseller.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about this? What's happening with that?
I'm excited. I'm going to go direct It Ends With Us. It's a beautiful Colleen Hoover novel. There's me and Colleen.
That picture.
And
good.
yeah. And what can I say? I can say
Do you have a cast yet? What's your dream cast?
We're casting now, and I may or may not audition. Who knows?
Ooh.
For myself. We'll see.
I think you should.
So starring, directing, that's impressive.
I'm not saying that.
That would be
I'm
a
not
dream.
saying that.
Your middle school self would be so proud.
My middle school self would be freaking out right now.
And we should point out, you write this book from a perspective of a father. You have a 5-year-old son yourself.
Yeah, my son's turning 5 in 2 weeks. Hi, Maxwell. Hi, Maxwell. My daughter's 7. They're gonna watch this when they get home from school. There's Maxwell. And yeah. Look, at the end of the day, I really believe with all my heart that if our young boys cannot learn to be safe spaces for themselves, that this world will never be a safe place for anybody.
You're gonna make me cry. Just because we're living it. It's so real.
What kind of conversations because here's the thing, my son, he's 8, so I don't think the book is, he's probably
He's a few years away, 3-4 years away.
What sorts of conversations should fathers and mothers of younger boys be having with their sons?
Conversations are important, but I also think the younger you are, modeling is important. What I always say is my actions today will be their actions tomorrow.
Ooh.
So for us, especially as men, it's important to show emotion, to show joy, to cry when we're feeling sad or happy, instead of that natural urge to repress our feelings. It's really important to model it so that they can know I can be like daddy. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be soft. Because you want to teach these boys early on that their vulnerability, their kindness, their sweetness, their sensitivity, their compassion, their empathy, these are the things that will also not just make them good men, but make them good humans.
Yep.
So
great.
good.
Justin.
Sold.
Can't wait to read the book. Justin Baldoni, thank you. Thank you so much again. Boys Will Be Human is out right now. 3rd hour of today. Right back after this.
Really good.
Hey, podcast fans, ready to unlock our true crime mysteries? Try Dateline Premium on Apple Podcasts. You'll get early access to originals, plus bonus content, and everything is ad-free. So head to Apple Podcasts now to subscribe.
Live from Ukraine, from Uvalde, Texas, from Mayfield, Kentucky. To cover the news, you have to be in it. This is how so many towns and cities are protecting themselves. You can actually see they're pushing the gates open. Was there a school officer on campus? That's what we've been told. No. Do you remember any tornado as bad as this one? You look at this and you're thinking, we're not going to have power for weeks, if not months. Exactly. Every night, it's your news playlist.
Top Story with Tom Llamas, weeknights at 7 on NBC News Now. Top Story with Tom Llamas, weeknights at 7 on NBC News Now.
You get one beautiful life to live. Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold.
We have this circle of women that love each other.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Love ya.
I love you too.
For breaking news in our changing world, download the NBC News app.
We're already excited because tomorrow here on the 3rd hour of today, a basketball legend will be in Studio 1A. Dwayne Wade himself. D-Wade's going to join us to take a look back at the Redeem Team.
So fun. Coming up on Hoda and Jenna, actress Chloe Grace Moretz.
By the way, you can watch Today anytime over on our streaming channel Today All Day, including our full broadcast every weekday at 11 and 2 Eastern. All you have to do is head to the Today All Day streaming channel on Peacock or your smart TV.
It's been a good show.
Full
Full
show.
range today. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.
Good morning. Welcome to Today.
I love mornings. They're full of possibility. And how you start your day sets the tone for the whole day.
We need to pull up one extra chair at the table.
We feel like we're right there with you.
Just ahead in this half hour, we're going to introduce you to...
Because every day we start our morning so you can take on yours.
Today, one of Hollywood's hottest young stars from the buzzy new thriller Peripheral, Chloe Grace Moretz. Plus, celebrity chef Anne Burrell shows us how to make the perfect pot roast. And we're talking about the big Hollywood baby news. Oscar winner Hilary Swank revealing she's pregnant with twins.
It's Today with Hoda and Jenna. It all starts right now. So get up.
Good morning, guys. It's Thursday. It's October 6th. So happy that you are here. So get up.
We love our song.
Here's your
Oh, thank you. Look, every day she gives me a lifesaver right when the show is starting.
A little lifesaver. Just sometimes you just need a little something. Hi, how was your night last night?
My night was good. How was yours?
Did you just chill? Did you just...
I just chilled.
Yeah.
We were going to go to a pumpkin patch.
And that didn't happen.
But the weather was bad.
I know.
We'll find a time.
Yeah.
What about you?
I did this great interview with Iman, who's a model who's now 67 years old. And... you know, when you sit with someone and you realize just the trail that they've blazed through their life, and I am obsessed with her. I'm obsessed with her professionally, but I'm more obsessed with her love story with David Bowie and how she said, just like she said to us, she said, people often ask me, how's my late husband? She said, he's not my late husband. He's my husband, and she is, she's full of love and wisdom. And I said, are you open for other love? Do you think there's more space for more love? And for the first time since I've ever interviewed her, she's actually said, I'm not sure.
Wow.
So it did show, too, because some people think that's that.
Yeah.
There'll be nothing comparable, but it doesn't mean you can't have more love.
Yeah, it's like you never know when all your blessings are going to come.
Yes. You don't know.
You never know when your blessings are going to be here. And it reminds us of, we need to say congratulations.
Yes.
To Hilary Swank.
Oh, my God. She's so sweet. Bevy Smith uses the phrase, it gets greater later.
Yes.
It's getting greater later for Hilary Swank. She just announced.
Yeah, that she's expecting twins.
Oh, my God.
That's her husband, Philip.
Yep. They met back on a blind date in 2016. They were engaged, and they've been married for 4 years. And so... I wonder, you know, Hilary is 48 years old, and
you had a babe.
50, yeah. It's so funny about when it's time, when is the right time to do it. And some people are, you know, planners, and I totally get it. You know, some people are like, I want to have my career here, and then I want to raise kids here, and then I want to get here, and I want to do this here. But life is funny. It does not care what your dumb plan is. It's like that's not.
So when you were a little girl going to bed and went where? West Virginia?
Yeah, West Virginia,
pretend you're going to sleep.
Yeah.
You're looking at your David Cassidy poster.
Yeah.
What did you think? What year was there? David Cassidy? Was that right?
It was the guy from Chips.
Oh yeah, that's right. The guy from Chips poster.
Yeah.
You're saying your prayers. You're closing your eyes.
Yeah.
When did you think you were going to have kids?
I think I always assumed it, so I didn't plan for it. I just knew that was part of me. I don't know that I thought, well, I better hurry. I just always assumed that it was happening until one day I looked at my life and realized, have I been running too fast, too hard, too long? And I've missed it because I had my career sidecar.
Yeah.
And I wondered, and in that scary moment, I got sick too. So it was like everything. I'm like, is God saying, actually, this is not for you. This is not in your cards.
Yeah.
This was not meant for you, and that's okay. I kept saying, it's okay. I have plenty of blessings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You feel greedy, saying, please, can I have one more blessing?
Yes.
You feel like that's a lot to ask for.
I was the little kid who had a wild imagination.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's really interesting to me because my dreams were based around a husband and children.
Oh.
Like I was the kid on the block that would carry other babies. My biggest dream was to be a mom, you know, like that's all I wanted. And and my girls, and I'm like said to Henry, like, they have these other dreams
tell
that
me.
are, you know, like Mila's like, I'm gonna write a story, I'm gonna be an author, I'm gonna be a lawyer, I wanna, like, you know, all these things. Puppy's like, I'm gonna be an actor, all these things, and they don't talk
about
motherhood, although, you know, or marrying. I remember looking at a Bride magazine and thinking, like, I want to wear this dress. Like, that was my thoughts, you know, and I kind of love that.
Theirs are different.
Well, that maybe because their mom and my mom work too, but like that I get up every day and I'm not there to make the breakfast, but they see something different.
Yes, they're like, that's what is out there, a possibility for me. I can do that.
And you, little Missy, are showing people like my sister who had babies a little later, like Hillary, like all of these people that maybe their dreams didn't come true at the age that they thought they were going to, but that it can happen when it's supposed to happen.
I do think that that's exactly when it does happen, and I think it's beautiful no matter when it does.
Yeah.
And I think, and also, what people think or what people see or what people might believe isn't really, like they say, it's not really your concern.
Yeah.
It's like, you do you.
Yes.
You do you.
If your dream was to be a mom, then be a mom.
Yes.
Yeah, when I was first starting this show, I was pregnant with Hal.
I remember.
And I came to your office, and when you just said you feel greedy, I felt greedy because I had 2 babies already. And I knew you wanted another baby. And I remember thinking, like, how am I going to say this? This is hard, you know? And I couldn't. I cried, and you said, "Are you not taking the job?" You thought I was going to not take the job, and I said, "No, I just want to tell you, I'm pregnant, and I know you want a baby."
Yeah, I know.
And I hope it's going to happen for you. And there's, it felt like I was taking away some of your dreams, or, I don't know, but that's how I felt bad.
But by the way, I remember that day so vividly because the idea that what I might have been feeling was playing into this moment was so foreign to me. When you walked in and when you were crying, I said, "Oh my God, something's happened to Jenna." But you said, "I'm sad because I know you want it too."
Yeah.
And I felt connected to you many times, but I think in that moment I was like, I will ride or die with this one.
Gosh, what is happening here?
By the way, let me just say something about crying for everyone who's like people who cry a lot.
I think we're crazy.
You know what I realize? We need meds. But minus that, I feel like when I connect with somebody, I have that. That's the truth. You ever been with someone who I mean, that there's that's what connection is.
Yes.
So
yes, feeling, and that was a moment for us that meant everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So Billboard magazine just released.
Hydrate.
You know what we need to? Yeah. Actually, it's really good when you're dehydrated because you don't cry as much. But like you just said, we should connect.
Hydrate.
Okay. Billboard magazine. You know what's the opposite of crying?
What
is karaoke?
Yeah. Oh, we love karaoke. It's the exact opposite in Webster. Okay. So they listed the 100 greatest karaoke songs of all time. The top 3. I'm just going to guess one of them, Shania Twain. It has to be. Let's go number 3.
Okay, number 3.
Oh yes, of course.
From outer space.
Come on, Gloria.
Just turn around now. I Will Survive is a classic.
That is Gloria Gaynor all the way. Number 2. The Backstreet Boys, I want it that way.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a miss. Okay, what's number 1?
Number 1, and I did not see this list. Shania Twain, Man
and a Woman.
Come on, Shania. I have no idea.
Have a little fun. Crazy. Girl, you're crazy. Okay, what's yours?
I like Shania.
Oh, that's yours?
Yeah, Manic Like a Woman.
Okay, mine is Celine Dion, When You Touch Me Like This. It's all coming back to me. When you touch me like this. Or
you hold me like that.
Meatloaf, I would do anything for love.
I love Meatloaf. God, Meatloaf. All right, coming up next. You guys still need a Halloween costume?
Oh, good. We got some fun and unique ideas. I'm kind of scared. Coming up after this.
These days, it feels like the news never stops. So let's get into it. What's happening right now, what it all means for you for an hour every day. It can be hard to keep up, so let's get started together.
Hallie Jackson Now, weekdays at 5 on NBC News Now.
Let's go. This is a critical choke point for this fire. And good evening from New Orleans. Nice to really spend some time with you. Appreciate
it. Now Tonight with Joshua Johnson, streaming weeknights at 8 on NBC News Now. Top Story with Tom Llamas, weeknights at 7 on NBC News Now.
25 days till Halloween, so we've got to start thinking of our costumes.
Okay, but if you don't know what to dress up as, or you like our show, and producers like to kind of help you out, we got it.
So this is our first annual Hoda and Jenna inspired Halloween costume fashion show.
Wow, that's a long line. That's a mouthful.
This we should point out.
We've seen none of it.
We don't even know what these are.
But honestly, get your kids around. I think it's appropriate. Maybe not.
Is it? Well, you'll tell us.
We don't know. But these are ideas. We all want some ideas.
Okay.
So some of our staffers has helped us out. Our first costume is red carpet Hoda.
Okay.
Wait! Oh my God!
Glasses! Holy! Get my glasses! Oh my God! My Ziploc!
Y'all, can somebody please dress up as red carpet Hoda? There's a bagel in that bag. There's some broccoli in that bag.
Oh
that was amazing.
Kelsey,
Thank you, Kelsey. You rocked it. Kelsey, how does it feel to be red carpet Hoda?
I mean, best dressed every time.
Killing it. And by the way, who makes your purse?
All right, next up, we've got Jumping Jenna. Oh, yes! She jumps out of planes.
Wow.
Yes. Okay.
Katrina,
remember,
that's
Jumping
hilarious.
Jenna was a thing.
Wait,
remember?
Oh,
yes! Jumping with her Emmy. That's right, girl. Remember when you won the Emmy
But you
for
really
jumping?
could be a skydiver.
Oh my God, you are the cutest.
That's cute. Katrina, are you going to wear it?
Yeah, this costume's a winner.
Katrina. All right.
Coming up next. Oh gosh.
Oh God, y'all are so
we didn't know this was happening.
We did not know.
Our next costume is Hoda's right wrist. Gavin, can you please wear just the bodysuit for Halloween? Wow.
Most famous limb in show business.
That's really good. Gavin, are you going to wear that nude unitard
Gavin, you're hilarious.
Of course.
Okay,
All right,
good.
love you, Gavin. Okay, next up.
Oh, gosh.
Jenna's thirst trap.
Sean.
Oh my God, Sean.
Sean, did you borrow my shorts?
Yes, you did.
Are those mine?
Oh my God, I can't handle. Sean, that's a 10. Sorry. Boom, boom. All right.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, drop the pencil. Coming up next, our next costume is Hoda's hummus scooper. Y'all, is this the weirdest show on television? We love it.
Oh my God, you're a paperclip.
Hoda does like to eat hummus with a paperclip.
You know what? It works. Oh my God, you're making me laugh. Ben.
Oh my gosh, Ben.
I can't. Oh my God.
Okay, finally.
Oh, good.
For our couple's costume, you might want to be the polar punch Hoda and Jenna. My eyelash.
It's nice and dry.
Oh my God.
Donna, you scored.
Donna, your hair still looks great because you did. Oh, just to show it again, y'all. See? Full booty shot, and Hoda just dunks.
Priorities. Oh my God.
Sydney, thank you for actually going under.
Donna, Sid. Oh my
gosh.
Y'all
Thank you
are
guys.
so funny. I cannot handle. I mean, I don't know if anyone thought it was hilarious. We loved it. It was our favorite segment
it.
ever. Oh my God, brilliant.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and if any of you at home end up going with any of these costumes, or anything from our show for that matter, be sure to tag us at Hoda and Jenna. Oh my gosh. All right.
Speaking of Halloween, guess which star's already getting in the spirit?
We're so excited. Chloe Grace Moretz, she's going to tell us about her early Halloween horror night and much more. Her new show coming up after this.
I can't. You get one beautiful life to live. Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold.
We have this circle of women that love each other.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Love ya.
Love you too.
Today is now a podcast, available every morning. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
The general election is right around the corner. It's time to plan your vote. We'll provide everything you need to know to successfully cast your ballot. Just select any state you want to learn about, and you'll instantly get voting rules. See the next big deadline, learn how to take action for your plan, and even help others make their plans. Voting rules have changed since 2020, and those rules vary from state to state. So it's time to get planning for November. Visit NBCNews.com/planyourvote today.
Hallie Jackson Now. Weekdays at 5 on NBC News Now.
Look who's here to make our morning a little brighter.
Chloe Grace Moretz, the actress, is in a new action-packed sci-fi series that's called The Peripheral. Chloe, first of all, hi.
Hi.
Okay, we just showed you our Halloween costumes.
Yes.
Do you make a big to-do out of Halloween? Do you dress? Are you thinking?
I do. I mean, I love Halloween.
Yeah.
This year we're throwing a little Halloween party at the house.
Fun.
We're doing all like 1970s and 80s horror films.
Ooh.
So some people are going to be like Chucky. Some people are maybe going to be Carrie.
What do you
Are you somebody might be Carrie?
Yeah, no, yeah. Could you imagine me? No, I'm gonna do like the Loch Ness monster. I think.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna be
good.
caught in a fishnet, and I'm gonna like have like webbed fingers and kelp hanging off.
Wow.
Me. So yeah.
Do you like horror and scary?
I do. I mean, I think I do enjoy being scared, and then I regret it because I have nightmares for weeks.
Yeah.
But I do like it, yeah.
Chloe, you've been at this for a long time.
Yeah.
How many years have you been acting?
20 years.
Wow. 20 years.
Since I was 5.
Wow. How do you keep yourself? Because every time you're here, we're like you're the most delightful,
Normal,
lovely,
awesome.
kind.
Yeah.
How have you kept yourself so grounded?
You know, I think it's been, I think it's changed over the years. You know, when I was younger, it was always just keeping myself around my family and my friends and, trying to do normal kid things. And then as I've grown up, for me, it's kind of, especially during the pandemic, I realized how much I really needed to get back outside and into nature and like reconnect with just being out in the woods a lot. So now I go camping and I have a little rooftop camper in my car. And we go, it's a rooftop tent that is on top of my car. And so you sleep on top of the car, basically, like you're in a treehouse.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's really fun.
The camping thing, I mean, this isn't glamping. This is like
Actual
really
camping.
doing. What do you get out of it? Like, what do you get out of camping?
Well, I do like that you have to work for everything you're doing. Like, I really enjoy that you really have to constantly think about how to prepare your day.
Yeah.
And we have to like know how much water to bring for the weekend, so how much we're gonna drink per person. We have no power, so we have little solar panels. So we're able to like run our own power. And then I just love cooking. I love cooking all the time, and I really love cooking over an actual wood fire.
Yeah. Oh, neat.
It's like really primal and kind of fun.
You're very cool.
And you're also very outdoorsy. You and Jen have something in common.
Well, I got pushed out of a plane, but you actually like to skydive.
I do like to skydive.
Okay, why? What is it? I mean, I do too, but and I'm trying to get Hoda to do it with me because she doesn't know how to jump.
Please, God, do it together.
Okay.
I really love skydiving. I did it first when I was 18. Because my mom didn't want me to do it, and I was like, I'm gonna do it because I wanted to be rebellious. And then I really loved it, and I went back a second time. And my plan was to get like my license and be able to do it on my own.
Yeah, wow,
but I haven't
crazy.
followed through with it yet. But I really want to.
What's the feeling you get when you're jumping?
I feel really, I mean, it sounds like cliche, but you feel really alive.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think really free.
Yes.
And there's something about also, it's really, the free fall is really short. It's
Yeah,
like
it is.
30, 45-second free fall, unless you're going really high. And it's really, after you pull the chute, there's something beautiful about just floating down slowly and being over the world, and you understand how small we are in the scope of the world and how our problems aren't so big.
Yeah,
You have this new show that is scary. It's kind of sci-fi. It's speculative future in a time peripheral, in a time where you're both in the world and also living kind of in virtual reality. What? Tell us about it.
It's a show centered around a young woman named Flynn Fisher. She basically gets a gig to play a simulation, which is a virtual reality game. And as she's operating this game, she starts to realize that she's not operating a game. She's actually operating a body in the future. And she's being used as a bit of a pawn. And so she's able to use the information she learns from the future to alter her reality and what she's living in currently.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it sounds so interesting. You're interesting too because you love the outdoors and being out in nature, but you're also a gamer. Like
yes,
that is so funny.
Like what kind of games do you do?
I like to do first-person shooter games a lot of the time. So Call of Duty is a.
Is that because you have four? Like we were
It's
four
'cause I have
brothers.
Yeah. I grew up playing video games my whole. It was also for me. Growing up playing video games with brothers, like sure, when we're playing football or something, they can tackle me and I can't win.
Yeah.
But with video games, I could literally best them at every corner. And
Yes,
it
you
didn't matter
could.
our size. And it was a really fun way to kind of even the playing ground with them, and I love it.
Oh, that's cool.
It's an escape.
Cool.
Oh, we love you.
Yeah, we're
Thank
so
you for
happy you
being
came
here.
to see us.
And this is a very fun, scary, interesting new show. The Peripheral premieres on Amazon Prime October 21st.
All right, coming up next, I hope you're hungry because our pal Ann Burrell, she's got a great twist on plain old mashed potatoes. Oh, coming up after this.
These days, it feels like the news never stops. So let's get into it. What's happening right now, what it all means for you for an hour every day. It can be hard to keep up, so let's get started together.
Hallie Jackson Now, weekdays at 5 on NBC News Now. The day's biggest political stories with trusted insight now and expert analysis now. A daily look at the politics behind the headlines. Meet the Press Now, streaming weekdays at 4 p.m. on NBC News Now.
The general election is right around the corner. It's time to plan your vote. We'll provide everything you need to know to successfully cast your ballot. Just select any state you want to learn about, and you'll instantly get voting rules. See the next big deadline, learn how to take action for your plan, and even help others make their plans. Voting rules have changed since 2020, and those rules vary from state to state. So it's time to get planning for November. Visit NBCnews.com/planyourvote today.
Fall is the perfect time for a cozy meal, especially when you can just, as they say, set it and forget it.
We love that. And Chef Ann Burrell is the host of Food Network's Worst Cooks in America, but she's one of the best cooks in America. She's going to show us a dish that feels like a warm hug. I feel like a pot roast reminds me of like, you know, your mom.
Right? Your mom or your grandma, like Sunday dinner.
So tell us about this meat.
So a pot roast is, as we see, big meat, and we really want to season it aggressively.
What do you season? Is that salt?
Yes, and then we want to get that into the pan to really sear it everywhere.
Look how much you're putting on, a lot.
The idea is that the salt just stays on the outside, and so we cook this for low and slow for a long time. Like,
is that a slow? Could you put it in a slow cooker?
Yes, you could. Absolutely.
But this is a Dutch oven?
So this is a Dutch oven that we're going to brown this excessively. Like, don't be scared about browning this. Like we say, brown food tastes good.
And you leave it just in here.
So
top on it.
This is like a one pot kind of situation. And so then we have some of our aromatics, which is some celery and some onions. And so we get those into our pot.
So you've got the
ready.
onions
Yes,
here.
give those a stir.
Beautiful.
And then we go with some garlic. Oh, yeah, right? That smell right there is like
It
a
does.
chef's
It smells
facial.
Quick question, did you take the pot roast out and then you put this in?
Yes.
Okay.
We browned it, so this is what it
Cook
looks
it out.
like when
Got
it's
it.
super brown.
Okay.
So is there anything is it cooked in the inside or just browned at this point?
So this is, and because this is a chuck roast, which is the shoulder of a cow, it is a tough cut of meat. So this is not about like rare, medium rare. It's so far past all of that that like when protein cooks, it does this. And then it's like in a jacuzzi, and like think about what do you do in a jacuzzi?
Relax.
Just like, relax.
Got it.
So once we get that tomato paste in there, we have a little bit of vinegar, which is going to help tenderize
And is
this.
that like apple cider vinegar or
This
just
was
normal?
red wine vinegar.
Okay.
And then we have some other aromatics. So we have a bundle of thyme. So we tie it together like this so we can put it in and then easy removal because who has time to pick all those little
Yeah,
leaves?
not us.
Not me. Nobody has time for thyme.
Is that orange peel?
Some orange zest, right? So we bring some warm fall flavors to this, some bay leaves, and some star anise.
What is that?
So
It's
like a seed
it does
pod,
smell
right?
like
but
licorice.
it's like licorice, but cool.
Is it a
licorice.
cousin of licorice?
Yes, in like Asia.
Okay.
So then we put our big meat right back in the pot.
Okay.
And here we go. Oh!
Okay.
Wow,
And
that
then-
is heavy.
Sound effect.
Right.
Okay, and then
now,
do I dump this
chicken
in?
stock in there.
Ooh, look at
not
that.
beef?
So I like a chicken stock. Sometimes beef stock gets a little just too
Bony.
intense.
Bony.
So, and then we don't taste this meat as much. And look at, we have this all meat juice.
Look how you're not going to
Look, don't waste anything.
So then we put a lid on it, put it in the oven, 350 degrees for about an hour.
Wow.
And then we come over here to this situation. So we have this guy that is starting to be cooked to where it wants to go. Right now it's in the tight phase.
yeah.
It hasn't gotten to the let's let everything
Chill
relaxed
out.
phase.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when you see pot roast, it has like carrots and
Potatoes.
potatoes. So I have butternut squash and Jerusalem artichokes, which are, right, these are cool.
Are these raw? Should I taste
Yes, go ahead. They're kind of a cool, crunchy flavor, right?
What's this?
And these are dried figs.
Dry-
So
I
we
love
have a
figs.
little sweet
love
going
that.
on there, along with all of this other
Okay.
little funky situation.
So are you just put the top back on to cook that again?
So we're gonna put the roast right back in there with some more stock for another about hour and a half. And the last 15 minutes, we take the lid off so the sauce really tightens around it.
And how do you cut this?
So this, like we have, this can be intimidating. So when you look at this, we just kind of slice it as we want about 1/2-inch slices, right? And then, And then it just, look at how tender
Look how
and
beautiful it
flavorful,
is.
like,
Oh my
isn't
God.
that? And then you have all of this cool sort of the butternut squash and the star anise. Like it's like warm, but it's sweet, and it's like your grandma's pot roast, but your grandma's super cool.
By the way, awesome, delicious. Thank you so much, Ann.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a hug from the inside for this fall-winter situation.
It's really good.
Really delicious. And for these recipes, go to today.com/food.
Up next. Do you want a manicure that won't chip?
Yes.
Do you want shiny hair?
Sure.
Do you want perfect makeup?
Why not?
We're going to get some tips.
We sure are from Beauty Pros right after this.
These days, it feels like the news never stops. So let's get into it. What's happening right now, what it all means for you for an hour every day. It can be hard to keep up, so let's get started together.
Hallie Jackson Now, weekdays at 5 on NBC News Now.
Live from Ukraine, from Uvalde, Texas, from Mayfield, Kentucky. To cover the news, you have to be in it. This is how so many towns and cities are protecting themselves. You can actually see they're pushing the gates open. Was there a school officer on campus? That's what we've been told. No. Do you remember any tornado as bad as this one? You look at this and you're thinking, we're not going to have power for weeks, if not months. Exactly. Every night, it's your news playlist.
Top Story with Tom Yamas, weeknights at 7 on NBC News Now. Now Tonight with Joshua Johnson, streaming weeknights at 8 on NBC News Now.
These days, it feels like the news never stops. So let's get into it. What's happening right now, what it all means for you for an hour every day. It can be hard to keep up, so let's get started together.
Hallie Jackson Now, weekdays at 5 on NBC News Now. For breaking news in our changing world, download the NBC News app. The day's biggest political stories with trusted insight now and expert analysis now. A daily look at the politics behind the headlines. Meet the Press Now, streaming weekdays at 4 p.m. on NBC News Now. Now Tonight with Joshua Johnson, streaming weeknights at 8 on NBC News Now.
Okay, whether you're scrolling through social media or flipping through a magazine, it's hard not to notice how celebs always have the perfect hair, makeup, and nails.
So as part of our new series, The Pros Know, we went straight to the source. We went to the professionals behind the stars, and they are celebrity hair colorist Rita Hazan. She's with us. We got celebrity manicurist Mr. Tom Bachik. And we've got Mally Beauty founder Mally Ronco. All right, guys.
Okay, Rita, let's start with the hair salon, okay? What you're going to do is basically tell us how to get the beautiful things.
Glossy, shiny, gorgeous
So
hair.
when you're at the hair salon, what should you ask?
You should always get a gloss.
What is
ask
a
for a
gloss?
gloss? A gloss, it kind of like brings it all together. It balances the whole color, and then at the end, it closes the cuticle so you have a shiny.
Did you just do a gloss? Because your hair is shiny.
Yes,
you're
I
super
use
glossy.
actually a golden gloss to keep my hair nice and golden. So if your hair turns brassy, this is a good gloss to use. You could do at home. So you want to get a gloss in the salon, but you want to maintain it at home. So you just like a couple of pumps.
So it's like a mousse kind of thing.
It's so easy. You put it on in the shower, rinse it off right away, shampoo, gloss, condition.
Okay, so shampoo, gloss,
condition.
Yes.
You don't put this on when your hair's dry and blow it out.
when it's
only
wet.
When it's wet. Here,
only
girl.
when it's wet.
Okay, so then after that, then you blow it out and it's got that shiny glossy
It has
feel.
a shiny gloss, and it's never like yellow. It doesn't dip into like a dull color.
Tell us about fake highlights.
Yes, easy. We want the shortcut.
Okay, shortcut. Fake highlights is every time a lot of people get a lot of highlights, right?
Yeah.
So in between, so you don't damage your hair, I call them fake highlights. You just put a few around your hairline and some around your crown, just so
do you
your
do
hair.
it? Fake
Just show us.
Well,
With a spray?
no. At the salon, you let them do it. It's actual highlight.
All right, now let's do the root fix. That's what you're going to show us.
This is very important.
Okay, so this is to maintain your hair color at home. Everybody always has.
Beautiful.
I know, but look
You
at
have
these.
almost
Look at this.
I know, but to me that's almost zero.
Yeah, believe me.
Right, but this is
go,
when you
Irma.
want to.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Wait.
You want to
what?
always look like this. Did I get you? I just sprayed her face. Sorry.
You just saved $300.
Yes, exactly.
And Irma, you're gorgeous.
So that's it. You just spray in the part.
Spray in
What
the
about
part,
here?
your hairline. Yes, exactly. We all know where it comes, so you just spray the hairline here.
And does it wash out? What
It
happens?
stays put until you shampoo it out. You know, so you have to make sure you learn how to spray it.
And learn how to wash
Learn
it.
how to wash it out.
You are, you're Bobby's,
we love that you're here.
Bobby Thomas's guru and ours too.
Savannah, don't you do Savannah's?
Yeah, she does.
Awesome.
Girls.
All right, let's move it on. Let's talk manicures, Tom.
Yes.
Okay, so you say don't use water. Don't do water at the.
We want our manicures to last longer, right?
We want them to last longer. And in the salon, in a lot of salons, the soak is like the primary part of the manicure. The problem is soaking can actually swell the skin and the nails. So the nails absorb so much water that they can actually even change shape.
So what should you do?
So one thing is by soaking, the cuticles swell. When they go to cut cuticles, they see all the swell and they overcut versus just cutting what is excess.
So should you just say, please, no water?
Yeah, let's not
you're a
soak.
diva.
Oh my God.
They're like, oh, fine. Okay.
Say no water.
Nails go back to their original shape, but your polish is already dried,
Yeah.
and so it stresses the polishes.
Smart.
Okay, what about some tools when we're doing something at home?
Yes, so I recommend for all my clients that they actually have their own set of tools.
To bring with you.
That's
smart.
Because some salons, they do a great job of sterilizing the tools. They even have their own packages, but most do not. So
bring your own.
Bring your own tools. You can worry about, like, you have the quality, you know what you're bringing.
Yes. They always ask about a top coat, definitely. But so you just
Is it
ask
top?
them
Do we
for
need
one?
a top coat?
Yes, I actually recommend 2 top coats for my clients. So a thick top coat, if you're doing it at home, a thick top coat for that extra protection and high gloss shine, ready for the red carpet.
What about a fast dry situation?
But a quick, thin, fast dry top coat for maintenance. So every 2 to 3 days, refresh your manicure, re-strengthen it.
I know. They chip early. So that helps them from chipping.
Helps them from chipping, refreshes your shine.
So even if you go get a manicure, keep that at home and give yourself a little spruce.
Absolutely.
All right.
That's
so
absolutely
good.
Thank you so much.
Hello.
What are we going to do?
Okay, all right. So we're talking about a couple of quick things here, how to make your makeup last longer.
You say primer.
Primer. Okay, even if you're not going to use it every day. If someone's doing your makeup, use primer. Why? It holds it, it grips it. No, this is the spray. This is the setting spray. This is the primer. Yeah. So you're going to put that on. You want to put, and you're going to see on little Carly here, we did half of her face. I know, she's perfect, but whatever.
Half with primer,
half with primer, half with not. Right. So you're going to see that on one half of her face, we did it. And especially for the eye makeup, y'all. You better make sure you use primer.
On your eyelids, too?
Yes, yes.
Because it keeps it staying longer?
Girl, you smart and pretty. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about.
Can you come back every day?
I mean, you know, I'm available. Okay. And then you can use a setting spray, all right, after that. Now, let's talk about things you want to take with you, right, when you're on the run. Because I know you guys just stay home all day, right?
Yeah. So we need like a few things to throw in our bag.
Yeah,
Not
like this is if you just want to put on your perfect face. What
exactly. So I get on my soapbox. You know I hate translucent powder,
Yes,
right?
you do.
It makes you look 150 years old.
So old.
Every pore, every wrinkle. So what you want to do is use a clear setting balm. Okay. Something like that. And you just
balm.
Yes.
So when you're done with your
when you're done with your makeup, you just take it and you tap it onto your skin. Tap it, girls. Tap it. Yes. And then look.
Pretty.
Smart and pretty. Thank you. And then always a good lip. I like a little jelly bomb. My girl Laura Geller makes the best jelly bombs. Shiny and glossy. And you get a little, we're just going in, guys. This is what it's all about. And bring a little bit of concealer just to pop on if you're feeling okay, here's what we do. Ready, everybody?
I don't know how to do it right.
Well, you don't have anything to conceal.
I do, but what you
don't have anything to conceal.
You don't. But here, ready, guys? Underneath the eyes like this, right here. A little in between the eyebrows, a little underneath the bottom lip. That's the secret.
All right, how do you take your makeup off?
For the pop. Okay, removal. I believe in removing every night.
Yes.
Do you both?
Yes, ma'am, we do.
Thank you.
We say we do, not always.
I always remove my makeup.
No. You see?
Sometimes.
You have never seen me, except that one time in Vegas. Okay, anyway.
Okay. Use an oil. It'll break everything down.
Gotcha.
It'll make your skin feel
Use an oil and then use a wash?
Yeah, and then wash.
Thank you to everybody. Rita, Tom, Mally, you guys, thank you so much.
Y'all are the best.
That was our dream team right there. Coming up next.
Yeah, we're going out on our plaza and into the woods.
Yeah, performance from one of Broadway's most popular shows coming up right after this. I love.
Hallie Jackson Now. Weekdays at 5 on NBC News Now. Top Story with Tom Llamas. Weeknights at 7 on NBC News Now.
Today is now a podcast available every morning. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Good morning. Welcome to Today.
I love mornings. They're full of possibility. And how you start your day sets the tone for the whole day.
We need to pull up one extra chair at the table.
We feel like we're right there with you.
Just ahead, in this half hour, we're going to introduce you to...
Because every day we start our morning so you can take on yours.
Now Tonight with Joshua Johnson. Streaming weeknights at 8 on NBC News Now. For breaking news in our changing world, download the NBC News app.
The City Concert Series on Today is proudly presented to you by City.
Hey, we've gotten our wish, guys. The cast of Stephen Sondheim's renowned musical Into the Woods is performing just for us.
How lucky are we? This Broadway production has been extended twice by popular demand, and it features classic fairy tale characters as they all meet in the woods, hoping to make their wishes come true.
With us now, Gavin Creel, who plays Cinderella's prince, and Andy Carl, who plays Rapunzel's prince. Hello, princes. Good to see both of you.
Morning. Okay, set up this scene for us, what you're going to be singing, Agony.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of the best numbers in the show, I think.
Honesty is
Exactly. But there's a lovely, friendly brotherhood between the two, and a competition between the two of who is suffering the most agony over their women.
Yeah,
Yes.
Cinderella and Rapunzel keep us on our toes, so we're excited to share this number with you today.
All right, good. We look forward to it. All right, guys, shall we take it away?
Agony.
I abuse her or show her disdain? Why does she run from me? If I should lose her, how shall I regain the heart she has won from me? Agony beyond power of speech, when the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach.
High in her tower, she sits by the hour, maintaining her hair. Blithe and becoming, and frequently humming a light-hearted air. Agony, far more painful than yours, when you know she would go with you if there only were doors. Agony, all the torture they teach. What's as intriguing or half so fatiguing as what's out of reach?
Am I not sensitive, clever, well-mannered, considerate, passionate, charming, as kind as I'm handsome, an heir to a throne?
You are everything maidens could wish for.
Then why no?
Do I know?
The girl must be mad.
You know nothing of madness till you're climbing her hair and you see her up there as you're nearing her, all the while hearing her agony, misery, all those different for each.
Always 10 steps behind,
always 10 feet below, and she's just out of reach. Agony that can cut like a knife.
I must have her to
And Into the Woods on Broadway has been extended through January 8th, so get your tickets soon. We are back right after this.
The day's biggest political stories with trusted insight now and expert analysis now. A daily look at the politics behind the headlines. Meet the Press Now, streaming weekdays at 4 p.m. on NBC News Now. Hallie Jackson Now, weekdays at 5 on NBC News Now. For breaking news in our changing world, download the NBC News app. Now Tonight with Joshua Johnson, streaming weeknights at 8 on NBC News Now.
We got a Feel Good Friday, guys, with Jennifer Beals.
Oh, we love her. Plus, TV personality and author Elaine Welteroth on how to pivot and make life change.
And our newest fave follow, you're going to love this inventor. Clever creations just for us.
Uh-oh, we're a little scared. Tomorrow's Friday, y'all.
Yes.
Bye.
Whoop it up.
Bye.
You get one beautiful life to live. What are you going to do?
This show is so fun, but having you as a positive force means really the world to me.
Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold, okay?
We have this circle of women that love each other.
I decided I'm going to go with the rhythm of life.
And you love riding the wave.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Yeah.
I love you too.
I'm Shop All Day contributor Chassie Post, and each week I'm here with the must-have fashion and beauty products at a price you'll like in Style Finder.
I'm Shop All Day contributor Makon Jovu, and I'm bringing you industry insiders and those in the know to share all the buzzworthy products sweeping social media and influencer trends.
I'm lifestyle expert and founder of PSA Made This, Erica Damasek, and I'm here with products and projects you could buy to DIY. The best part is, anyone can do it. This is Shop All Day Tips and Tricks.
Hi, I'm Shop All Day contributor Chassie Post, and we're back today with another episode of Shop All Day. Now, today's show is all about revealing our tips, tricks, and products to help you stay organized, out the door, and looking good while doing it. From the classic button down that will have you looking effortlessly cool, to adorable pouches that keep your snacks or accessories in one place. We've also got makeup tips and tools from a pro and fun ways to elevate what's in your closet for an easy refresh. And remember, see that QR code at the corner of your screen? You can use the camera on your smartphone to scan it for instant access to the products on the show today. Let's start with one of my favorite multitasking fashion hacks ever. This oversized white button down from American Eagle. You can style it in endless ways, and it goes with virtually everything in your closet. So you can wear it tunic style over leggings or a mini skirt. And I also love that new sort of trend where we tie it at the waist with skirts or trousers. I mean, truly, the possibilities are endless, and you can choose from 11 chic colors and patterns, from the perfect classic white to sleek pinstripes, plus it is such a great price. On to another effortless multitasker that has become the darling of high-end designers and was seen all over the runways. Yes, that is the classic white tank, which can also be worn under our oversized button down. Now, this menswear-inspired staple has become the it underpinning of the season. And you can wear it as a layering piece or wear it on its own with everything from jeans to menswear-inspired trousers to midi skirts and more. Plus, it comes in 14 different colors. And now for a footwear trick. When you need a stylish pair of flats to switch into if your feet need a break from heels. And not only are these flats incredibly stylish, but they are foldable and portable. I mean, look at that. They're made out of a flexible and breathable mesh knit material that allows you to fold the shoe in half and just throw it in your bag. So the next time you're looking for some fashionable relief from your heels, just reach in your bag and voila. Plus, this pointed toe ballet flat silhouette has been a huge trend in its own right, making this shoe a chic option to wear anytime. You can choose from, of course, my favorite leopard, and solids to even a cap toe. And again, so affordable. Next, let's get organized with some of the most adorable storage pouches I've seen in a long time. I mean, have you ever seen a cuter take on a snack or makeup bag? I'm a huge fan of the preppy varsity letter trend, and we've been seeing it everywhere. Now we've got two styles here. First, check out this great clear zip wristlet pouch. And these are perfect for carrying really anything you need to corral while you're on the go or traveling. And it's so useful that these are clear. I mean, you know, when you're searching for that one item, it makes it so much easier to grab. And if you're looking to stylishly organize your makeup or beauty products and accessories, we've also got some equally roomy makeup bag options. Here we've got our varsity letter patches spelling out hair and skin and face, and I love the happy candy colors. Next, we've got a skincare hack that will shake up your beauty routine and help you get lots more mileage out of your favorite products, all while adding a little luxury and a little fun. So this is the Noonie Marshmallow Whip Maker. I mean, don't you just love the sound of that? And it's TikTok famous. Yes, tons of TikTokers are using this clever gadget to transform their regular cleansers into a fluffy foam in seconds. Now, one of our Shop Today editors tried it for herself and gave it a big thumbs up and says it was super easy to use. So here's how it works. It comes in 2 pieces. Now, the brand says you only need to add a pearl-sized amount of cleanser to the cup. Then you fill the water up to the dotted line and then pump up and down until you see a frothy whipped marshmallow like foam. I really love that foam cleanser because it whips up so light and so airy. So this is a real winner. Now, we covered skincare. Let's do hair. Now, if you've been looking for a styling tool that will help you create salon-worthy curls and waves while you're on the go, have we got a solution for you? Meet the travel curling iron from cult favorite brand Harry Josh Pro Tools. And this innovative travel size styling tool is super lightweight and ergonomic. It weighs just 6.4 ounces according to the brand and measures about 10 inches total length with a 4-inch barrel. Plus, this is one of my favorite things. Check it out. It's got a 360-degree swivel cord, which is so helpful because I do not like it when my cords get tangled. And as an added bonus, it has universal voltage, which is excellent for worldwide travel. And I'm a big fan of its heat-resistant tip, which the brand says helps you style without burning your fingers. Okay, so this next beauty trick is one of those items that completely changed the game for me when it comes to my nails. I have never been able to paint my own nails until I was introduced to Olive & June's The Poppy. And now I can, easily, even using my left hand. I mean, it truly is a genius and bestseller for a reason. All you do is you just pop this on top of your favorite nail polish, and suddenly you've got a larger handle with a comfy grip. So what it does is it really just kind of gives you more control, and you can paint more even, steady strokes no matter which hand you're painting. You've got to try this. It's like a pro manicure right in your own home. Now, you're gonna love this next one because we've all probably been there, losing a favorite ring because it's too big and slips right off your finger. I mean, it's just the worst. Well, for under $10, we've got an easy solution that will make sure your rings fit perfectly. This is a favorite of one of our Shop Today producers, and she uses this every day. Now, these little guys are actually ring size adjusters, and they're designed to prevent your ring from slipping off your finger. And they're virtually invisible when you're wearing them. I mean, check this out. You can't even tell. And they come in a pack of 8 assorted widths to fit most rings for both men and women. And I love these because they are soft and flexible, and they're really, really easy to use. And you find one that's just slightly wider than your ring, and then you just simply clip it into your band. And lastly, tiny cases for your phone and phone accessories have been trending in a big way, and I'm always delighted when we come across accessories that marry fashion and function. So these are fit, look at this, with a lobster claw clasp that allows for easy hooking onto your favorite bag or your backpack or even your belt loop. And they also come with a gold key ring, so you can use this as a key ring as well. And they come in 2 versatile colors, the millennial pink and the cream. Now, let's run through all the products one more time. We've got the American Eagle oversized button down, the Old Navy first layer tank top, the flexible flats, the makeup and storage bags, the facial cleanser whip maker, the Harry Josh Pro Tools travel curling iron, the Olive & June nail polish handle, the ring size adjuster, and the tasseled AirPods case. And just so you know, Today works with affiliate partners and earns commission on purchases made through our links at today.com. That's it for Style Finder. Up next, Makoan Logu is talking to makeup pro Ashley Glazer to learn the secret tips and tricks she uses on her celebrity clients.
We were witness to history, and I know we felt so privileged and so touched to be there.
Josh had a pretty good season last year.
Yeah.
Is there a part of you that takes a little bit of credit for it?
Yeah, of course.
Top Story with Tom Llamas, weeknights at 7 on NBC News Now. For breaking news in our changing world, download the NBC News app.
Live from Ukraine, from Uvalde, Texas, from Mayfield, Kentucky. To cover the news, you have to be in it. This is how so many towns and cities are protecting themselves. You can actually see they're pushing the gates open. Was there a school officer on campus? That's what we've been told. No. Do you remember any tornado as bad as this one? You look at this and you're thinking, we're not going to have power for weeks, if not months.
Exactly.
Every night, it's your news playlist.
Top Story with Tom Llamas, weeknights at 7 on NBC News Now.
We were witness to history, and I know we felt so privileged and so touched to be there.
Josh had a pretty good season last year.
Yeah.
Is there a part of you that takes a little bit of credit for it?
Yeah, of course.
You get one beautiful life to live. What are you gonna do?
This show is so fun, but having you as a positive force means really the world to me.
Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold, okay?
We have this circle of women that love each other.
I decided I'm gonna go with the rhythm of life.
And you love riding the wave.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Yeah.
I love you too. You get one beautiful life to live. Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold.
We have this circle of women that love each other.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Yeah.
I love you too. You get one beautiful life to live. Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold.
We have this circle of women that love each other.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Yeah.
I love you too.
For breaking news in our changing world, download the NBC News app.
Hi there, welcome back. I'm Makon Jovu, and this is Influencer Trends, where I'll be talking to industry insiders, and they'll share their favorite products and the must-have items to shop for right now. And don't forget the QR code at the corner of your screen. Use the camera on your smartphone and scan it to shop these products. Today, we're sharing our favorite tips and tricks and the products that make life just a little bit easier. And I am so excited to have celebrity makeup artist Ashley Glazer joining me in the studio to share some of her pro tips and tricks that she's learned throughout her career. Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
I'm so excited that you're here.
I'm so excited to be here.
You know, I'm so inspired by your journey. You are a makeup artist, but you're also on-air talent as well.
Yes.
If there's anyone who's watching and wants to do the same thing that you're doing right now, what advice do you have for them?
Do makeup on as many people that would allow you to touch them. Talk about your hopes and dreams to people that you meet, whether it's somebody sitting next to you at the nail salon or a friend or someone that you know who's in a position that can maybe help you climb that next step on the ladder, but always be positive and be vocal about what it is you want to do.
That's such good advice. I mean, you do brides, you do red carpets. What's the one technique or tip and trick that you have to have when you do red carpet makeup?
You have to make sure that everything 360 degrees is fully blended in.
Yeah.
Behind the ears, the neckline, the hairline. You want to make sure that there's no hard lines at all. And that you're matte like in the right places. Making sure you powder like in between the brows where like we sweat, right around the nose, like the corners of the mouth, the chin, and then sort of leaving like this shiny a little bit so that way it still looks real.
What time-saving tips do you have for people?
Okay, one is definitely use like an all-encompassing stick, like a bronzer stick, so that way you can put it underneath your eyes like a concealer, dab it, and then you can sort of go in and apply it with a brush to get a different finish without having to fumble around in your bag looking for different products.
Ooh, that's a good tip. I love a good bronzer. I use it to contour.
Yes.
All right, speaking of contouring, this bronzer, I guess you can call it contour for your life.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is from Ragweed Beauty. It's an in the Buff Body Bronzer. So it has like this really luminizing gold tint to it. So it gives an illusion of perfect, beautiful skin. So it has like ingredients like aloe that hydrate, glycolic acid that actually exfoliates. So it buffs you and bronzes you. So you put it on, I put it on my legs to cover like any cellulite or any insecure areas. But what I love, so I'm wearing like a white, like a faux leather dress today, like it literally does not move.
Yeah, look at that.
I test it on myself always before I do anything on my clients. What I love is like, it's still wedding season, fall, so many events. It doesn't get any glitter particles on the men's tuxedos or suits.
Or your white dress.
Or your white dress.
So that's really, really nice.
It's amazing.
Okay.
And it showers right off, so it's not a self-tanner.
I love that. And you can also use it pretty much all year round.
Yes.
Let's talk about another item that you can use all year round. This eye cream. So you were telling me that you can use this eye cream to do what?
This is the magic eraser of makeup artists. This is Fast Response Eye Cream from MAC. If I don't have this in my little set bag when I'm with a client or on a job, I freak out. It cleans up any mistakes, any mascara smudges. If you're having trouble getting that perfect wing eyeliner, you can just put it on a brush or on a Q-tip and you can just like snatch that line perfectly. It cleans up the sides of the lip when you're doing a red lip. And it has ingredients like cucumber, aloe, green tea, apple extract.
And a little bit goes a long way. So you don't have to use a
Smallest,
lot
the smallest
to see
amount.
those results.
Smallest amount.
Okay, now we talk about tips and tricks, and I feel like this next product from Maybelline is great. I love how affordable it is, but can you tell me all the different ways that we can use it?
Okay, so this is just like a traditional shaped slim fit brow pencil, comes in a variety of shades.
Okay.
So what I found as a hack, as a makeup artist, and this is something I've done on myself, is your brow color that you use is usually matching like your natural hair color.
Right.
So it's like a shadow. And if you're in a pinch for a lip liner, you can use a brow pencil to shape and contour your lip.
Stop it right now. The same color that you use on your brows, you can use on your lips?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it will naturally, so use it like
right here?
Yeah,
Okay.
on the under.
I don't have a mirror, you guys, so I'm doing it based on what the makeup artist is telling me.
To contour around, do like to shape the Cupid's bow, that little V, pinch the outer inner corners, and then a little bit on the bottom to make your lips look really full. Put on a regular lip balm, your lips will look huge.
I love that. I can use it on my brows.
Yes.
I have the spoolie here on the end.
Yes.
And I can use it on my lips.
Yes.
I am sold.
You could sanitize it in between, you probably should.
Okay,
Like, just
okay,
be,
good.
you know, sanitary rules. I am a makeup artist. You shouldn't go eye to mouth.
Pro tip. All right, let's move on to this next product that we have here. So you have these dual-ended brushes. So
Yes.
you can use this on your eyes. You can use this as concealer as well.
Yeah, so Makeup by Mario, he is one of the most incredible makeup artists in the world. So these are his brushes, and I love that they're dual-sided.
Yeah.
Because you have the tapered flat end that's really good for applying concealer, foundation, cream products, anywhere you want to really like pack
this
the
end.
pigment on. The flatter side, that's that end. And then you have the other side, which is really fluffy and it has like a cone shape. So it's perfect for blending in the crease, for blending out cream products or setting powder under your concealer. And you can also use it, it's the perfect shape to contour your nose.
Oh, okay. I love that. This is a product that you can use all over your face, pretty much.
And they're synthetic and vegan hairs, and it's like, it's under $30.
Ah, I love it. Okay, let's talk about this next product. So this is for using on your skin.
Yes.
Tell me how you use this and how often should we be getting the blackheads out of our skin, right?
This is from Bliss. It's the blackhead breakdown, and you do it like a mask. You can do it up to like 5 days in a row.
Oh,
so I'll
perfect.
give this to a client and be like, leading up to your event, do this 5 days before, so that way you have no blackheads, so the makeup won't get cakey or chunky on the sides of your nose, because it's really like the dirt and oil being like, you can't come in.
Absolutely love that. And last but certainly not least, I have a confession to make. I actually never use the eyelash curler, so I was like, why? Tell me.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my
Why
God.
should I start incorporating an eyelash curler into
so
my
many
routine?
people when I'm doing their makeup, it's like, oh, I never do this anymore. Curling your lashes, it opens up your eyes. I mean, unless your natural lashes are so curly that you can't fit it on, it lifts and opens your eyes, and you just put on your mascara like normal. You use less mascara, takes less effort.
So you use this before you actually,
yeah.
okay.
Don't put it on once the mascara is already dry. And it just keeps the eye looking open. It makes your eye makeup look even more gorgeous because your mascara is like really the star. It's just, it's an instant waker-upper.
I like this as a tip and trick because, again, if you're trying to get out the door quickly, to open up your eyes.
You don't even need mascara. You can just curl your lashes. This one has a silicone pad, which is like a little bit more bouncy. And most of them come with like a refillable one, so like every 3 months you can just pop it in.
Ashley, I'm sold. I have to admit, I was a little like, I don't know, but I am sold. I'm definitely going to try it. Ashley, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for
You're
having me.
amazing. All right, you guys, now let's run through all the products one more time. We have the Body Bronzer, the MAC Fast Response Eye Cream, the Maybelline Eyebrow Pencil, the Makeup by Mario Brush, the Blackhead Purifying Stick, and the Classic Lash Curler. And just so you know, Today works with affiliate partners and earns a commission on purchases made through our links at today.com. Up next, founder of PSI Made This, Erica Domasek, is sharing her clever way to update your accessories, plus a DIY project to get you in the mood for fall. Don't go away.
Hey, podcast fans, ready to unlock our true crime mysteries? Try Dateline Premium on Apple Podcasts. You'll get early access to originals, plus bonus content, and everything is ad-free. So head to Apple Podcasts now to subscribe.
Today is now a podcast, available every morning. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
A masked killer takes aim and fires. A fatal attraction that leads investigators to turn towards their own. Internal Affairs, a new podcast from Dateline. Listen now wherever you get your podcasts.
You get one beautiful life to live. Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold.
We have this circle of women that love each other.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Love ya.
I love you too.
These days, it feels like the news never stops. So let's get into it. What's happening right now, what it all means for you for an hour every day. It can be hard to keep up, so let's get started together.
Hallie Jackson Now, weekdays at 5 on NBC News Now.
Today is now a podcast, available every morning. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
You get one beautiful life to live. Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold.
We have this circle of women that love each other.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Love ya.
I love you too.
I think when you open your eyes, you get to decide, how's my day going to be? We want to be a way to start your day, lighten your load, every single morning.
We were witness to history, and I know we felt so privileged and so touched to be there.
Josh had a pretty good season last year.
Yeah.
Is there a part of you that takes a little bit of credit for it?
Yeah, of course.
These days, it feels like the news never stops. So let's get into it. What's happening right now, what it all means for you for an hour every day. It can be hard to keep up, so let's get started together.
Hallie Jackson Now, weekdays at 5 on NBC News Now. For breaking news in our changing world, download the NBC News app.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm lifestyle expert and founder of PSI Made This, Erica Domasek. I personally love anything that will make my life easier, and today I'm here to share all of my tips and tricks with you to help elevate your home and style. From adding a personal touch to your accessories to making your frames look even more polished, I've got some easy solutions for you. And remember, see that QR code at the corner of your screen? You can use the camera on your smartphone to scan it for instant access to the products on the show today. So let's get to it. Jazzing up simple accessories is a great way to refresh and revive your wardrobe, and we have an easy way to add some special details. Now, right now, it's all about the statement shoe, which is perfect for fall. Now, if you're like me, I have so many white sneakers in my closet. Vans are one of my go-tos. I get them for myself, my kids, my whole family. Now, I know you're thinking, how are you gonna jazz up a pair of Vans? I'm telling you, you don't have to be a designer. All you need to do is click a button and add to cart. Check out these sparkly shoe clips that come in a set. All you have to do is open up the backs and simply clip them to the back, and they will stay on, and they're so adorable. Right now, designers are showing so many fancy sneakers, and they cost a fraction of the price. But if sparkly isn't your vibe, don't worry, I've got something else for you. Getting into the fall, it's all about cozy textures. So we made shoe clips out of little fun pom-poms. Now for this one, you gotta get a little crafty. We're using shoe clips and a little hot glue. You simply put a little hot glue on the back and put right on top and stick it. Now I went ahead and did that. As you can see, they're perfect. Nobody will ever know, and you clip them right on. So cute, right?
Now, also, here's a tip. If you have a shoe that maybe you used last season and you're not into it anymore, revive them, revamp them, because last season's shoe is now a whole new look. Now, get creative with your styles. You can do sneakers like Vans. These are mules. Anything really works. I personally am having a bow moment. Can you tell? So this one's really cute. I put these on also slides. They come in fun patterns and even pearls too. Get creative with your combos, and keep in mind, these are not permanent, so you can also switch them out to whatever you're feeling and goes with your look. At the end of the day, your clothes, you can interchange them, but your shoes, that's where I want to make a statement. Now, speaking about statements, this accessory is a beanie, but not just a plain beanie. I want to use those same pom-poms because they come in a set, and it's a perfect way to jazz up a hat. This will take all of 10 seconds. You ready? Okay, now, this is my other big tip for you. If you're gonna craft anything at home, you should always own a cordless glue gun. So it's plugged in, it's warm, and it's ready to go. I can walk from room to room, but be careful because it is hot. Now, to make it, all you're gonna do is take your hot glue gun, simply put it to the very top crown, as you can see right here. Now be careful, it is hot, so if you're not used to working with a hot glue gun, just take your time. And you're gonna take your pom-pom and simply put it right on top and hold it there for a good 30 seconds until it's secure. This is a fun project to do at home if you invite your girls over. That way everybody can make a hat, and they also make for an amazing gift. So cute, right? Perfect way to stand out this fall. Get creative, jazz up your shoes, your hats, you can't go wrong, and you're gonna look really fly. And if you're looking to up your frame game, I have an easy solution that will make all your photos look so chic, it'll look like you bought them from a high-end home store. Now, this is something I actually do in my home. I have plain frames that I upgrade with fabric. Let me show you how to do this. It's super simple. Now, as you can see here, these are just basic acrylic frames. They're all magnetic. They come in so many different sizes. You can get them in sets. But this one we're gonna show you is an 8x10, and it's so cute, a little picture of my son and I. But instead of having that clear acrylic look, for fall, I went ahead and chose this fun, deep jewel tone purple color. I already pre-cut it using fabric scissors. These are my favorite scissors. These are by Fiskars. They're great for cutting fabric, and they come in so many different varieties. You simply place it in the middle. Now, the photo I have is a touch smaller than the frame itself. That way, the color will really pop. I have a little bit of double-sided tape. You simply put it on the back of your photo, place it right in the center. Now you can eyeball it, or you can use a ruler if you really want to get it perfect, but right there in the center, you'll see how the border pops, and you simply take the top. It's magnetic, it actually grabs it itself, and that's it. Now keep in mind, holidays are coming up. This is gonna be a great gift. It's super inexpensive. It makes for an amazing present for family members, friends. I'm super into it. Now, this is easy. This one's a little harder, but also really chic. So we get frames that have mats in them, right? But they're plain, they're basic, they're white. So I wanna jazz them up and upgrade them. This is a gorgeous chambray fabric that I had lying around. As you can see, it's thin, it's beautiful. I pre-cut it using a fabric cutter. Now, this you wanna cut on a surface like maybe a cutting mat, maybe even a cutting board. You don't want to go on your surface because you want to protect it. But what I did was I pre-cut a piece, and you're simply going to wrap it all the way around using that double-sided tape again, using your scissor even to cut out an X in the center and folding it back. Now go ahead and take a look. I've already done one here. The front looks great. The back, fold it up and just double-sided tape down. It's really easy. Look how great this looks. Now you put your photo in there, put the mat back on it, and this is a frame that looks so high-end. People will think you spent so much money, when really, it could be just remnant fabric you have lying around. I hope you get inspired to make your own high-end frames this fall and jazz up your house. Let's go through all the projects we just did one more time. We've got the DIY hats, the DIY shoes, and DIY frames. And that's a wrap on Buying DIY and for our show. It's been so fun showing you our favorites. Tune in next week for all new episode of Shop All Day.
I'm Shop Today editorial director Adriana Brock, and I know shopping trends. I seek out new and notable products so you don't have to in Editor's Picks.
I'm Shop All Day contributor Makon Jovu, and I'm bringing you industry insiders and those in the know to share all the buzzworthy products sweeping social media and influencer trends.
And I'm lifestyle expert Erica Dalmasek. I'm here with products and projects you can buy to DIY. The best part is, anyone can do this. This is Shop All Day Home Refresh.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Adriana Brock, and today we are sharing items we found to upgrade and refresh your home on a budget. From a simple product that makes your faucet touch-free to an elegant baking dish that goes seamlessly from the oven to the table. And see that QR code at the corner of your screen? You guys know what to do. Use the camera on your smartphone to scan it right now for instant access to all of the products on the show today. So let's get to it. Okay, now that fall is finally here, I have the perfect oven dish for you guys. It's from Joanna Gaines' Target line, Hearth and Hand with Magnolia. So of course she thought of a beautiful designed piece for the kitchen that's also really versatile. So what this does, it lets you take your cooking from the oven to the dining table to make it easy to serve the whole family. I love this dish. It's so beautiful. It's really large. So you can make a full meal for the family in it. And it comes with this beautiful stand with these wooden handles. And all you do is you pop it in, and then you could literally take it to the table and serve the whole family. And if you're having a dinner party, you can also use it as a salad dish to serve your guests. This is an incredible, versatile piece that you're gonna want in the kitchen this season. Another must-have in the kitchen is this immersion blender. We love it at today.com. It is a handheld one, so you use it in place of your bulky blender, and it's so affordable. I love this thing. It comes with 3 interchangeable attachments, so you can blend, whisk, and froth it all. I'm talking everything from blending up soups to mixing batter, and the brand says that you can even crush ice in the morning to make your smoothie on the go, or froth some milk to make a cappuccino or hot chocolate for the kids. It is a kitchen workhorse that does all the work for you without taking up a bunch of counter space. Cleaning it is so easy. All you have to do is detach the attachments, throw them in the dishwasher, and you're good to go. So this next one I recently bought for my home because I had a paper towel holder that was way too small for those large paper towel rolls that I've been buying. So this is a small kitchen upgrade that can make all the difference. It's such an inconvenience when you have your paper towel roll, your hands are dirty, and you just need the perfect size tear. This one from OXO is really great because it has a spring-loaded arm right here, and it fits different size rolls no matter how thick or thin. It's got a gripped attachment right here that's gonna keep it in place. And then the base is actually weighted, so it gives it stability. And then when you're busy in the kitchen, whether you're cooking or the kids are running around, it's gonna give you the perfect one-handed tear each time, so no more unraveling rolls or messy tears. It's one of those small inconveniences you never thought about, but now that I have something like this, I don't know how I live without it. And if you've ever wanted to upgrade your faucet with one of those touchless versions, here's a really affordable solution for under $40. It is a motion sensor faucet, and you can upgrade the faucet that you already have with this. So what it does is it comes with this adapter that you put over your existing faucet. So all you have to do is unscrew it, you take out the aerator, you add a filter in, and then you use a wrench to put it on, and you're gonna see there's a motion sensor in the front and in the bottom. This is so great when you're cooking and you need to quickly rinse your produce, you need to wash your hands, or you have little ones running around the house. This is awesome because they can wash their hands. You don't have to worry about wasting water or leaving the water running on accident. And the brand says that one charge of these can last for up to 9 months. So super easy to use, very user-friendly, affordable, and great for saving water. But one thing to note is that you're gonna wanna check the compatibility chart on the website to make sure that it fits your faucet at home. And moving into the living room, if you are binge watching TV, you need one of these couch coasters. It is such a game changer. It's basically a weighted cup holder that goes over your couch or your recliner's armrest. It gives you easy access to your drink, and it's great if you don't have an end table nearby on one side of the couch. It has a non-slip silicone arm that goes over each part of the rest, and it gives it stability. What's really cool about this too is that it has a slip for a mug, or you can use one of the cool adapters that comes with it so you can fit cans. The brand says you could fit bottles, mugs, cups, anything, you name it. It's such a game changer. You're gonna want it on your couch all season long, and it's just $25. And moving into the bathroom, we found a super affordable, high-pressure shower head that's gonna transform your sacred shower time in the morning. Sometimes the shower is the only place I can get some peace and quiet. So with the shower head that's super affordable, you get strong pressure, steady water flow, and wide coverage area, and it's a standard size. You can't beat the price on this, and the brand says that installation is actually pretty easy. You don't really need tools, just a little bit of muscle and some plumber's tape that's included. Plus, it comes in 3 different finishes from chrome to brushed nickel and black. Okay, and this last one is awesome. I never knew I would want a stone mat until I tried this one. So shout out to my husband for introducing it to me, and it is truly an upgrade from our old bath mat. So let me introduce you to the Sutera Stone Bath Mat. It's made with diatomaceous earth, which is known to be a great...
For breaking news in our changing world, download the NBC News app.
A masked killer takes aim and fires. A fatal attraction that leads investigators to turn towards their own. Internal Affairs, a new podcast from Dateline. Listen now wherever you get your podcasts.
The day's biggest political stories with trusted insight now and expert analysis now. A daily look at the politics behind the headlines. Meet the Press Now, streaming weekdays at 4 p.m. on NBC News Now.
Good morning. Welcome to Today.
I love mornings. They're full of possibility. And how you start your day sets the tone for the whole day.
To have you along with us.
We need to pull up one extra chair at the table.
We feel like we're right there with you.
Just ahead, in this half hour, we're going to introduce you to...
Because every day we start our morning so you can take on yours.
A masked killer takes aim and fires. A fatal attraction that leads investigators to turn towards their own. Internal Affairs, a new podcast from Dateline. Listen now wherever you get your podcasts.
I think when you open your eyes, you get to decide, how's my day going to be? We want to be a way to start your day, lighten your load, every single morning.
A masked killer takes aim and fires. A fatal attraction that leads investigators to turn towards their own. Internal Affairs, a new podcast from Dateline. Listen now wherever you get your podcasts.
Today is now a podcast, available every morning. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
The day's biggest political stories with trusted insight now and expert analysis now. A daily look at the politics behind the headlines. Meet the Press Now, streaming weekdays at 4 p.m. on NBC News Now.
I've watched it literally absorb water before my eyes, and you don't have to worry about washing it. I love this thing. And it does come with a little sanding paper, which is really nice. You use it every few months to keep it nice and clean and refresh the stone, but it does last for a while. I've had mine right now for about 2 to 3 years. All right, let's run through the products one more time. The oven to table baking dish, the immersion blender, the paper towel holder, the couch coaster, the touchless faucet adapter, the high pressure shower head, and the stone bath mat. And just so you know, Today works with affiliate partners and earns a commission on purchases made through our links at today.com. That's it for Editor's Picks. Up next, McCohen Lobu is talking to author and organizing expert Janelle Cohen. She's going to share some of her favorite go-to items to keep every shelf and closet in your home flawlessly tidy. Don't go away.
Hi there, welcome back. I'm Makon Jovu, and this is Influencer Trends, where I'll be talking to industry insiders and they'll share their favorite products and the must-have items to shop for right now. And don't forget the QR code at the corner of your screen. Use the camera on your smartphone and scan it to shop these products. Today, we're talking all about our homes and how to not only keep them cozy and clean, but also perfectly organized. I'm excited to have author and organizing expert Janelle Cohen joining us to share her favorite ways to keep your home organized, plus the products to help you do it. Hi, Janelle, how are you?
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
Oh, we are so excited that you're here. You are an organizing expert. Let's talk about how you got started.
So I actually got started because my mom has this amazing walk-in pantry and it just wasn't maximized. And I was like, you know what would be a great Mother's Day gift? I'm going to go on Pinterest. I'm going to redo my mom's pantry for her. I always have been very organized and I redid it for her for Mother's Day. I took before and afters and then I posted them on Facebook because I was like really proud of myself. I thought I did a great job. That was 5 years ago now.
Wow, and you've had quite the journey. So when it comes to organizing, and I'm looking at my house or people watching looking at their house, what do you start with? The big project, or do you attack the smaller project first?
So I think it's really important. I like to share with my clients that they can do it themselves. There's always going to be a spot where we have clutter. You figure out a solution based on your habits. We have things that we naturally do. So I always say work with them rather than against them, rather than being like, oh, I always take my shoes off here and there's always shoes and it's so annoying. Right. Be nicer to yourself and be like, this is where I take my shoes off, so I'm gonna put a shoe rack.
So let's say we're attacking a corner for 5 minutes. We have items that we have emotional ties to, and sometimes it's hard to just kind of purge guilt-free. So what advice do you have for people when we're trying to purge and feel good about what we're purging?
I always say that when it comes to sentimental attachment, sometimes you have to close your eyes and think, is that memory in my head? Do I have a strong memory or do I need that physical attachment? I'm looking around my home right now and I can see things to me that are sentimental, right? But I put them on display and use them in my home. They're not stuffed in a cabinet. So if you have sentimental items and they really mean something, frame it, use it, put it to use. I mean, we live once, right? It doesn't need to sit in a cabinet protected. Put it out.
So Janelle, you're actually an author, which is amazing. Your book is called The Folding Book. And going through it, I realized that I really don't know how to fold the right way. So if you could indulge me, how do we fold the proper way?
So I'm going to start by saying there's no right way to fold, right?
Good.
Whatever the right way is whatever you're going to actually do. You want to set goals and then be able to accomplish them, not reach for something that's not realistic to your life. But the proper way is always to file fold. So basically what that means is that when you fold your clothes, rather than putting one on top of the other, you put them in like a file cabinet. So think of like you're looking through your file cabinet for papers. It's like that, but with your clothes. So you can very easily see what you have. You see your whole inventory and nothing's getting lost at the bottom. So everything has an equal opportunity to be worn.
Okay, I got a lot of work ahead of me. All right, let's dive in to these products that you brought here. I'm really excited about this. I want to get started with the tissue box cover. This is great for a high traffic area.
A tissue box holder is actually a very underrated way to really level up your space. And adding a cover just makes it so seamless and such an easy, simple way to make a useful item also pretty.
Yeah, it is very pretty. Now let's move on to the Lazy Susan, which is great for storing your condiments. You can use it in multiple places in your home or your apartment, right?
Oh yes, the Lazy Susan is my ultimate organizing product. It makes everything super visible. Now this is a big one, which is great if you have a deep cabinet. You have a big pantry and there's all this stuff in the back that you can't see. The Lazy Susan makes it so everything is visible. It's also great underneath your bathroom sink or your kitchen sink. You can put cleaning products on. Nothing gets lost in the back. It's truly the greatest organizing product.
It really is. And Lazy Susan needs a rebrand. She's hardworking Susan, because this is so great. All the different ways you can use it. Let's move on to the lid organizer. Let's talk about the different places that you can use it. You can use it in your cabinets or your countertops as well, right?
Definitely. Everybody always says, what do I do with my lids, my pots and pans? It's always so stressful. The lid organizer is the perfect way. If you have a drawer that you keep them in, you can always stick this in the drawer. Sometimes the bigger ones don't fit, so you can lay those flat and then put all the small ones lined up. See what sizes you have. Make sure everything matches up. But you also can put it sideways in a cabinet, and then you'll see all of the lids lined up. Or you can put pans in there too.
Oh, you can fit the pans in there so everything is nice and all together. I love
put
that.
the pans in there. You can put sheet pans in there. You name it.
I love it. Let's move on to the cable organizer. So I love the way that this looks. It's just so aesthetically pleasing. Can I still charge my devices even though they're in the cable organizer?
100%. So basically what that box does is it hides the power strip. So it hides where you're putting all of the cables and everything. So let's say you're plugging your iPhone charger in there and you want to be able to sit your phone right on top, or it be the perfect length to your bed or your couch. All you have to do is just wrap the cords the length you need, stick the cord, the ugly part, inside the box, put the lid on, and the cord just funnels out the side. It's great. It really makes it not an eyesore.
It really does. And look, the opening here is on both sides. Okay, I'm obsessed. Let's move on to the next item here. We have this 4-pack. These frames are so beautiful. I'm thinking about putting these in my entryway, but then I think about putting them in my bedroom. I don't know where to start.
Oh, you can put them anywhere. I think a lot of people get scared to make a place home. It's if you have a rental, like use some command strips, do anything. Put pictures on the wall of your family, of your friends, of the people you love, of your pet, of whatever. I have a gallery wall in my dining room with pictures of my family and everything. And it just like you walk in and it's clearly my home, right? And it feels special and it makes the place have that, like you're grounded in your space. And that's a really important feeling to have. These are so cute because they're all the same. So it really makes it impossible to mess up. You can do a grid.
Or you could do one in each room too, right?
Exactly. And I like to put them all black and white because then all the pictures blend together. It's almost like artwork.
Oh, it is. And a beautiful way to introduce artwork into your home. Okay, and this I love right here because this is an under the sink organizer. Are these adjustable? Because I feel like you can put in items of different heights on here, right?
Exactly. I think that the great thing about these is that under the bathroom sink or under the kitchen sink, you could use them as well. We don't use vertical space, right? You put things on the bottom of underneath the sink and you're like, look at all of this dead space. Right. I mean, I feel like I can fit so much more. This makes it so that you can level up your space and really fit a lot more. So it's great because you can fit hair products on there, big hairsprays, and then you can do smaller skincare on top. You could even put little boxes on the top to divide smaller items. If you want to put your hair ties on there, it's really a great way to maximize that space.
Right? I love items like this because you can use it anywhere. And Janelle, you have one more for us. This is where you can store your water bottles?
Yes, it's a wine rack, but it shouldn't be limited. It's so great. You can put it in your cabinet or wherever. You can easily slide your water bottles on and off. It's incredible. So instead of having to put all of your water bottles on the shelf like this and then they all fall over and you can't find the one you need with the lid you want, there, now you're using the space. You can see everything you have, slide it in, slide it out. Super easy. Game changer too.
It really is, and such a great housewarming gift as well. Janelle,
definitely.
This was amazing. I feel like you've given me a lot of homework, so I'm thankful for that. Thank you so much for stopping by today.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. This was super fun.
Oh, our pleasure. Thank you, Janelle. All right, now let's run through all the products one more time.
The tissue box cover, the Lazy Susan turntable, the storage lid organizer, the cable organizer box, the under the sink organizers, the multi-purpose wall frames, and the bottle rack.
And just so you know, Today works with affiliate partners and earns a commission on purchases made through our links at today.com. Up next, founder of PS I Made This, Erica Domasek, is here to share simple DIY projects to spruce up your space. Don't go away.
Ukraine, from Uvalde, Texas, from Mayfield, Kentucky. To cover the news, you have to be in it. This is how so many towns and cities are protecting themselves. You can actually see they're pushing the gates open. Was there a school officer on campus? That's what we've been told. No. Do you remember any tornado as bad as this one? You look at this and you're thinking, we're not going to have power for weeks, if not months. Exactly. Every night, it's your news playlist.
Top Story with Tom Llamas, weeknights at 7 on NBC News Now.
You get one beautiful life to live. What are you going to do?
This show is so fun, but having you as a positive force means really the world to me.
Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold, okay?
We have this circle of women that love each other.
I decided I'm going to go with the rhythm of life.
And you love riding the wave.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Yeah.
I love you too.
We were witness to history, and I know we felt so privileged and so touched to be there.
Josh had a pretty good season last year.
Yeah.
Is there a part of you that takes a little bit of credit for it?
Yeah, of course.
I think when you open your eyes, you get to decide, how's my day going to be? We want to be a way to start your day, lighten your load, every single morning.
Live from Ukraine, from Uvalde, Texas, from Mayfield, Kentucky. To cover the news, you have to be in it. This is how so many towns and cities are protecting themselves. You can actually see they're pushing the gates open. Was there a school officer on campus? That's what we've been told. No. Do you remember any tornado as bad as this one? You look at this and you're thinking, we're not going to have power for weeks, if not months. Exactly. Every night, it's your news playlist.
Top Story with Tom Llamas, weeknights at 7 on NBC News Now.
Hi, I'm lifestyle expert and founder of PSI Made This, Erica Damasek. After a super summer, it's officially fall, which means it's time to refresh and revamp your home for the new season. Now, making big changes can get expensive, so today we have some projects that you can do right at home for just a fraction of the cost. And don't worry, we promise anyone can do them. From unique artwork that kids can really get into to the easiest fall floral arrangements, we've got you covered. We have all the products you need for the project, along with very simple steps to make this happen. And remember, see the QR code at the corner of your screen? You can use the camera on your smartphone to scan it for instant access to the products on the show today. So let's get to it. Let's kick it off with a simple project that can make a big impact. It's no secret that florals can spruce up any room, and there's so many trendy ways to bring color and texture into the home. So for me, what I love to do during the fall is get bunches of faux flowers and make arrangements. When you walk into the house, you want to feel the autumn season, and this is the best way to do it. It's really inexpensive, and the best part is you probably have everything at home. You just need some faux materials. Now, these are just flowers. These are a mix between things like dried pampas, which you've probably seen before. These things are called bunny tails. We even have some dried eucalyptus. I know this sounds confusing. All you have to do is get the bunches. They're already pre-selected and designed for you. The hardest thing you're gonna have to do is try to figure out what vase to use. Now, I'm gonna take some here, and I'm gonna take a look at my height. As you can see here, that can totally work, but I might trim it a little bit. Now, these are great scissors. These are by Fiskars, but if you have floral scissors at home, those work too. And I just start to throw them in a vase and spread them around. Now, as you put them in, you wanna fluff them up a little bit. It's the simplest way to spruce up any corner of a house. And the best part is, it will last for a very long time. Now, I'm even gonna strip off some of the bottom, snip the bottoms, and again, just continue to decorate. It looks so cute. This is great for a powder room. You can use a smaller vase, or if you have a really pretty entryway with a big table, you can make it taller. You can really get creative. Look how cute this looks. Now, don't forget, you don't have to use all the bunches in one vase. You can spread it out into smaller ones, just like we did here. Super cute. Now, let's talk gallery walls. They're a gorgeous way to showcase art and photos, but after a while, you might be looking for a way to change it up. Well, I have a project for you, and it's fun for the whole family. And it will also add an instant refresh to your walls. Now, this isn't just any ordinary frame. This is one of my favorite type of frames. It's a perfect way to display artwork. It opens up kind of like a book, and you can slide your artwork right in there. Now, the fun twist for fall is what we like to do in my house. We take leaves we collect from around the neighborhood and simply put them under some drawing paper, get our crayons, remove the wrappers, quick tip, dip them in a little bit of warm water, and the paper comes right off, and you're simply gonna rub over your leaf to get a beautiful textured leaf print like this. I like to layer them so it's really fun, and especially for fall, you can incorporate new colors into your gallery wall. It's super chic, and guess what? You can keep changing them out. That's why these frames are so awesome. Personally, for me, the oak is what I keep in my house because it's a lighter vibe, but depends on your style and your home. There's white, there's black, whatever works, there's something there for you. Have a stain on your table runner or tablecloth? We have a solution for you that will give it an instant upgrade. Now, this is not your typical project. This is not tie-dye. You are looking at an ice dye runner that is so fun, and it only takes a few minutes. But just be warned, it might get messy, so I have gloves that everybody will need. Now, the ingredients you need for this, aside for some protective gloves, are a table runner or a tablecloth. You're gonna need some dye. This right here is just a cookie rack that I had and an aluminum tray. Last but not least, you're gonna need the ice. Now, here's how to do this. First step, you're gonna take your runner. This is just plain white. Keep in mind, cotton looks best. It doesn't matter what you're dyeing, just make sure it's a cotton material. That way it'll absorb the dye perfectly. Now your first step is you wanna take your runner and you wanna submerge it into water. Now I've already gone ahead to get it nice and wet here. And as you can see, it's already been rinsed out a little bit. So it's damp, it's wet, but it's not drippy. You wanna take your cloth, put it directly onto the wire rack. Now I'm scrunching it, which will end up giving the dye a really cool effect, which is perfect. Next up, it's the ice. Now you wanna make sure you have crushed ice. It doesn't have to be that fine, but you don't want big chunks. And you're simply gonna take big scoops and place the ice right on top of the cloth material, like I'm doing here. Now you want everything to be covered in ice. Once the top is completely covered, now you get to sprinkle dye all over it. My tip for you is don't go crazy. It's gonna spread. I know it doesn't look like that, but take a look. We're gonna start with colors that I personally love. These are jewel tones. I think it's great for fall, but really do whatever colors speak to you. And you're simply gonna sprinkle directly onto the ice. Yes, I'm telling you this is gonna work. And you're gonna sprinkle around in sections. Now keep in mind, you don't wanna over sprinkle because it will spread. And you're gonna use different colors to sprinkle on top of the ice. Give them a little room because you don't want your dyes to bleed too much. A little bit is great, just kind of like when you tie dye. It's fun to see colors overlap, but you don't want it to look too muddy. And the whole style of this is really this broken dye look that looks so organic and fun. Keep in mind using warm colors, cool colors, anything works. Pop of colors always are really cute to do. It's gonna add a little bit of yellow in here. Now, once the ice starts to melt, it's gonna all melt directly into our aluminum basin. If you don't have an aluminum basin, which honestly you can pick up at maybe a dollar store, you probably have a cookie tray or something in the house that you can use. I like to use what I have at home. This is another project that's a great way to repurpose something you have at home to bring new life into it. And your guests will be so shocked when they come over and they actually comment on your runner and you get to tell them, yes, I made this. Now, depending on how much ice you have and how large your surface is, it will take different times. It might take a couple hours. You can even leave it overnight. Another pro tip I have for you, use a hairdryer to help your ice start to melt. This will speed up the process and you'll also be able to see the melting of the dye happen right before your eyes. Now, when all the ice melts through, you're ready for the full reveal. Keep in mind, it's gonna be a little damp, so don't take it out unless it's over a tub or a sink. You don't want it to drip anywhere. Let your runner dry completely. I suggest leaving it overnight somewhere. You can hang it on a hanger or a surface that is covered so it doesn't stain anything. And it will come out looking so gorgeous. I love the one that we made here. It's so perfect for fall, and I can use it season after season. I hope you guys love it. I can't wait to see when you make one. Let's take a look again at everything we made today. We've got the floral arrangements, the leaf artwork, and the DIY table runner. And just so you know, Today works with affiliate partners and earns a commission on purchases made through our links at today.com. And that's a wrap. It's been so fun showing you all of our favorites. Tune in next week for another episode of Shop All Day.
I'm Shop All Day contributor Chassie Post, and I know trends. Each week, I'm here with the must-have fashion and beauty products at a price you'll like in Style Finder.
I'm fashion and beauty expert Makon Jovu, and I'm bringing you industry insiders and those in the know to share all the buzzworthy products sweeping social media in influencer trends.
And I'm Shop All Day contributor Jen Falk, and I love finding the best versions of everyday items in better basics. This is Shop All Day Fall Feels.
Hi, I'm Shop All Day contributor Chassie Post, and we're back today with another episode of Shop All Day. And this week, we are all about the fall feels. From shackets, that's a shirt jacket, to scarves, creating the ultimate cozy setting at home, and candle scents like sweater weather and fireside chats. And what if I told you you don't need matches anymore to light them? We've got the must-have lighter for all your cozy nights, plus a conversation with the Hills alum turned entrepreneur, Lauren Conrad, about her favorite picks this time of year and her fall collection. So let's get to it. I am so excited about this first item because it proves that you don't have to sacrifice style to be comfy. Because even though we're starting to get dressed again, I am so not ready to let go of my sweats. And the great news is, we don't have to. Designers are listening, and check out what we have here today. We have an elevated take on the sweatsuit, which I like to call the sweat set. So here's what's so great about it. On the face of it, we have two separates, two elevated takes on sweatsuit separates, right? That we can mix in with the rest of our wardrobe. But get ready for the magic. Check it out. When we pair these two little pieces together, we get a jumpsuit. So it feels like you're wearing a sweatsuit because technically you are, but it doesn't look like you're wearing a sweatsuit. And I love these little beautiful elevated details. Like on the sweatshirt, you've got the ruffled sleeve, which is such a big trend, and it's a great slouchy silhouette. And check out, of course, we've got the easy drawstring waist, the elastic waistband for the jogger pant, but guess what? It's a little bit more tapered. So this is a sweat set that we can take on the world feeling like we're on trend and in style. So now get ready to wrap yourself in a blanket of chicness. I've been waiting for fall to arrive just so I can rock the oversized blanket trend. And I mean, nothing says fall like a lush, rich tartan plaid scarf. And I've got to say, this scarf feels so luxurious. It's cashmere-like material, and it's really generous. It's really big. And my jaw dropped when I saw the price of this. I couldn't believe it because it just feels so luxurious and soft and cozy. So of course, with the blanket scarf, it's like a blanket, right? So there are a million ways to wear it. I love it. You can wear it just as a scarf, put it around a couple of times. It's really great with a little jacket or a blazer. But I also love to wear it as a shawl, or you can wear it as a wrap. You can even wear it as a cape. We're seeing lots of capes this season. So it is remarkable how a little blanket scarf, you know, oversized, yes, that is the trend, can transform anything you pair it with. And I mean, tartan, come on, that's fall feels for you. So I love this episode because everything is just so useful, and we've got another fall fashion must-have that does double duty and does it quite stylishly, might I say. So here we've got Madewell's Chelsea Rain Boot. And guess what? You don't have to just wear them in the rain. So they're rugged enough that they can take on any kind of downpour. I mean, Madewell says that they actually storm tested these, but guess what? You don't just have to wear them in the rain. They're good looking enough to wear every single day. And I've got to say, they're made with a really high quality rubber that somehow doesn't even look like rubber. They also have this very easy pull-on Chelsea boot style, but they've also got the lug sole. And guys, the lug sole, and what that really means is, it's a fancy word for chunky sole, is one of the biggest trends in boots we're seeing for fall. And I mean, this is really gonna take on some puddles for you. So it's up to you. You can either wear these as one of the best looking rain boots you've ever worn, or one of the best looking regular boots you've ever worn. It's up to you. So now we've got one of my favorite fashion hacks for fall, the blazer. And a great blazer really is an instant outfit maker. You can pair it with absolutely anything in your closet and you look pulled together. This blazer, it does everything the average blazer will do, but guess what? It's another multitasker 2-in-1. It's called the Oversized Blazer Jacket. And not only can you wear it as a blazer, but you can also wear it as a jacket, and that's due to this terrific cut. So it's slightly oversized, it's really comfortable to wear, it's that boyfriend trend that we've been seeing everywhere, and it's also a little longer. So that helps to give it the versatility, so you can wear it as either a blazer or you can wear it as a jacket. And so another big trend that we're seeing, as we talked about the tartan, are plaids. Designers are mad for plaid this fall. So plaid just screams fall, right? It's really what I want to wear. And this jacket is a great medium weight, so it really does lend itself as a coat. When you get to work, you don't even have to take it off. Once you get to work, this clocks in as a blazer, right? So the jacket blazer. I think it's so clever. So ready for another multitasker? How about a shacket? Is it a shirt? Is it a jacket? It's both. You better get used to this word because the shacket trend is huge this season. And what makes this shacket so special is the luxurious materials. I mean, here we've got flannel, and again, that's another great fall material. It's so soft. We've got more plaids, and we've also got corduroy. I mean, corduroy is having a huge comeback. Remember corduroy? You put on your corduroy pants and you knew it was fall. And so with the shacket, of course, it's a great sort of more oversized cut, which means you can wear it inside as a shirt or outside as a jacket. It's a great layering piece. And what I also like about this particular shacket is it's got some more sort of high-end details. I mean, I really like the breast pockets and all the snap details. It's also really affordable. This shacket, it's a good shacket. And last but not least, in case you weren't sure how much we love comfort, we thought we'd give you one more elevated take on your favorite loungewear that can take you from the sofa to the office. So this is Everlane's lightweight French Terry Crew. And what's so great about this is, I mean, it's another elevated take on our loungewear. And I really kind of think about this piece as the new sweater, right? Because you can wear it anywhere you might wear a sweater. It's got lots of great elevated details. So it's got the wider crew neck top. Check out the raglan sleeve. That's, code for the batwing sleeve. And exaggerated sleeves are another big trend that we're seeing this fall. It also has a really nice band at the bottom, so it means it's easy to tuck in or you can wear it out. And this material, okay, so it's nice enough to be business in front, but on the inside it's that soft French terry, and it really feels really good next to your skin, and no one has to know just how comfortable you are. So I think this is a great piece that you can wear, of course, on your couch with your joggers and your jeans, or you can dress it up with a really nice trouser, a great midi skirt, and wear it to work. Let's go through these products one more time. We've got the two-piece jogger set, the plaid scarf, the Chelsea rain boot, the oversized blazer jacket, the shacket, and the French Terry Crew sweatshirt. And just so you know, Today works with affiliate partners and earns a commission on purchases made through our links at today.com. And that's it for Style Finder. Up next, Mako Nlovu is talking to fashion designer and New York Times bestselling author Lauren Conrad about her fall favorites, including her go-to sneaker. Then later, Jen Fallick is bringing you better basics. We're talking a smart mug that keeps your drink at your desired temperature and a candle that is literally called Fall Feels. So don't go away.
Live from Ukraine, from Uvalde, Texas, from Mayfield, Kentucky. To cover the news, you have to be in it. This is how so many towns and cities are protecting themselves. You can actually see they're pushing the gates open. Was there a school officer on campus? That's what we've been told. No. Do you remember any tornado as bad as this one? You look at this and you're thinking, we're not going to have power for weeks, if not months. Exactly. Every night, it's your news playlist.
Top Story with Tom Llamas. Weeknights at 7 on NBC News Now. Hallie Jackson Now. Weekdays at 5 on NBC News Now. The day's biggest political stories with trusted insight now and expert analysis now. A daily look at the politics behind the headlines. Meet the Press Now. Streaming weekdays at 4 p.m. on NBC News Now.
I think when you open your eyes, you get to decide, how's my day going to be? We want to be a way to start your day. Lighten your load. Every single morning.
The general election is right around the corner. It's time to plan your vote. We'll provide everything you need to know to successfully cast your ballot. Just select any state you want to learn about, and you'll instantly get voting rules. See the next big deadline, learn how to take action for your plan, and even help others make their plans. Voting rules have changed since 2020, and those rules vary from state to state. So it's time to get planning for November. Visit NBCnews.com/planyourvote today.
You get one beautiful life to live. Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold.
We have this circle of women that love each other.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Love ya.
Love you too.
Top Story with Tom Llamas. Weeknights at 7 on NBC News Now. The day's biggest political stories with trusted insight now and expert analysis now. A daily look at the politics behind the headlines. Meet the Press Now. Streaming weekdays at 4 p.m. on NBC News Now.
Hi, welcome back. I'm Mako Nlovu, and this is Influencer Trends. Well, I'll be talking to industry insiders, and they'll share their favorite products and the must-have items to shop for right now. And don't forget the QR code at the bottom of your screen. Use the camera on your smartphone and scan it to shop these products. Now, for many of us, fall is all about picking apples, changing over your wardrobe to some warmer options, and just being downright cozy. And we've got a special guest here to help us fall back. She's a designer with multiple lines at Kohl's, a New York Times bestselling author, and a philanthropist who co-founded The Little Market. Lauren Conrad is here. Hi, Lauren. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So excited to be chatting with you.
You too.
We first met you as a teen on the Hills, and now you're a designer, an entrepreneur, an author, a wife, a mother of two, and the list goes on and on. Who is Lauren Conrad now?
I'm a working mom right now. I stay pretty busy, but I'm having so much fun having a family, and I still really love my job. So.
Oh, that's so awesome. We love that about you. Now, from the first time we met you, I guess, we all fell in love with you. We still love you now. How have you grown from the first time that the audience has met you?
Oh, man. Well, I think I was I think I just turned 18, so I'm quite a bit older now. And yeah, I had like a very unique experience of kind of figuring out who I was while sharing my life. So I've grown up a lot. I'm definitely more confident and independent. You know, it took years to prove myself, both in my career and just in my life.
Well, I tell you what, you still look the same. So you may be different in all the ways that you've grown, but I'm like, oh my gosh, she still looks the same. So now, because you are a mom, I do have to ask you, your kids are so adorable. We're heading into fall. Do you guys have any like cozy family fall traditions that you do at home?
We bake a lot. We're getting more into that. My older son, who's 4 now, can now like really help out in the kitchen. So that's been something really fun. But they're still really small. So we're kind of like creating our own traditions right now, which is really fun. I mean, we do like the basic ones. Like I can't wait to get to a pumpkin patch with them and do all of that. But yeah, we're at that point in life where we're making our traditions.
Yeah, that's so cool. And they're so fun at this age. So you can really have a lot of fun with them. All right, let's talk about your collection with Kohl's.
The collection was started over 10 years ago, and it's grown so much since we started with just apparel, and now we do apparel, we do accessories, we have home items. We now have expanded this last year into kids, which was amazing. It's been really fun to watch it grow, and what started out to be a clothing line become more of a lifestyle brand.
I'm curious to know what inspired this beautiful collection.
Oh, thank you. So every time we look at fall, because we are kind of a California brand and, you know, weather's different everywhere, we really want fall pieces to feel like wear now, and then you can kind of layer them later. You know, I like getting pieces that I know are gonna last for a while. So like, for example, the dress that's next to you can be worn, you know, with an open-toed shoe, maybe a light layer, but like you could wear that right now. But it's also something that you could layer a tight in later and, you know, a closed-toed shoe or a boot. I think that people want the most out of their clothes, especially right now. So that's always like our first approach. Yeah. And then with just kind of different ideas of how to style them.
Perfect. I love everything about that. And we love it so much. I want to start with the sweater. I got to tell you, I'm like all about elevating my basics. So let's start with the sweater.
Sure. So the sweater, which I have one here too. So, you know, after this past year, I feel like everybody is very invested in comfort. I know I am. I do need to start looking more put together. You know, people are getting back to the office, getting back to life, but sweatpants were so nice. So we did a lot of pieces in like these really cozy, yummy yarns. Elevated details like ruffles, still feeling feminine, still feeling put together, but again, not sacrificing comfort, which I really love. So this is also one of my favorite pieces. And I love these like really denim friendly blues. They're just so easy to wear. And then the dress is like a smocked waist dress. So it's really comfortable, easy to fit lots of different body types. And it has a little hit of foil on it. So it just gives it a little bit of shine, makes it feel a bit more dressed up. I really love this one. It's like, it feels dressed up, but it's still like a little boho and you could wear it during the day with a flat. So it's just, again, like an easy to wear kind of transitional item.
I like what you said about transitional item because I'm thinking about wearing this with like booties, a pair of boots. Like this is so cute. Let's talk about the home items now. I want to talk about this cozy blanket and this star pillow. Now this is from your kids line. Do I understand that correctly?
Yes. So Little Co, we launched this past year a kids line. We've actually just expanded sizes to 8, so newborn to size 8, and it's all sustainable fabric. So like most of the pieces are made using organic cottons, and it's just really easy basics. A lot of gender neutral pieces, like great to pass on between siblings or match. So we launched that, and then since we've had so much success with it, we know that a lot of times people like will fall in love with the brand and want to have it used all around the home as well. So we did some home pieces. So we did, like you have a pillow there, a throw, we did crib sheets, and like a lot of different bedding and stuff. So I like to kind of switch the boys' rooms up season to season with little items. So like the 2 you have there are really easy to kind of trade in. So it's whether it's bringing in like those warm yellows or, you know, just little touches kind of makes the room feel updated without having to redo it.
I love that. And I gotta tell you, Lauren, I feel like all my friends are either new moms or they're expecting babies, and I never know what to buy. So I like that you have these items because I can just pick these up and they're unisex. Okay, let's talk about your personal fall favorites. I want to start with the Converse. Is this your everyday sort of uniform? Is this what you're wearing every day?
It is. So, I mean, you know, the sneakers are huge right now. And I tried to do the like chunkier, like almost like 70s dad sneaker. And it just looks silly on me. So I went more traditional. This is actually, my son wears high tops every day because he plays hard and the high tops keep the sand out of his shoes. So he started wearing high tops and then asking to match me. So I was looking through and I really loved these. They're like a crew or like a parchment. They're like an off-white. Mm-hmm. So it's like a classic, but it's a more fall neutral, which I really liked. So I actually had just bought these myself when you guys asked me my favorite. So I was like, perfect. Just an easy sneak.
It is. I feel like you can wear this pretty much everywhere. Now we've got you covered with the feet, and I'm looking at this Madewell necklace, and it's absolutely stunning. Are we mixing metallics? Are we wearing it as is? Talk to me about this one.
Yeah, so chains are everywhere, mixed metals. I think it's one of those things where you kind of make it your own. Some people are gonna wear it, you know, just a simple chain. Other people are gonna layer in different kinds of chains, different metals, you know, whatever, and make it like more of a heavy feel. Yeah. I don't know, it's one that's really easy to personalize, but I've been buying more just like simple chains to kind of mix in with pendants.
Mm-hmm. I love the look of it. And it does, you know, sometimes with paper clip necklaces, you're like, is it flimsy? And it looks great. The color looks amazing. Well, Lauren, this has been so much fun chatting with you today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, so let's run through all of the products one more time. First up, the ruffle cardigan, the long sleeve mini peasant dress, the star pillow, the blanket, the Chuck 70 sneakers from Converse, and the Madewell chain. And just so you know, Today works with affiliate partners and earns a commission on purchases made through our links at today.com. Up next, Jen Fallick is bringing you better basics. Now guys, we're talking about a smart mug that keeps your drink at your desired temperature. Plus, you can take it with you. And a rechargeable lighter so you won't have to light matches anymore. I'm excited about that. Stay tuned.
You get one beautiful life to live. What are you gonna do?
This show is so fun, but having you as a positive force means really the world to me.
Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold, okay?
We have this circle of women that love each other.
I decided I'm gonna go with the rhythm of life.
And you love riding the wave.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Yeah.
I love you too.
This is a critical choke point for this fire. And good evening from New Orleans. Nice to really spend some time with you. Appreciate
it. You get one beautiful life to live. What are you gonna do?
This show is so fun, but having you as a positive force means really the world to me.
Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold, okay?
We have this circle of women that love each other.
I decided I'm gonna go with the rhythm of life.
And you love riding the wave.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Yeah.
I love you too.
The day's biggest political stories with trusted insight now and expert analysis now. A daily look at the politics behind the headlines. Meet the Press Now, streaming weekdays at 4 p.m. on NBC News Now. Now Tonight with Joshua Johnson, streaming weeknights at 8 on NBC News Now.
Good morning, welcome to Today.
I love mornings. They're full of possibility. And how you start your day sets the tone for the whole day.
We need to pull up one extra chair at the table.
We feel like we're right there with you.
Just ahead, in this half hour, we're going to introduce you to...
Because every day we start our morning so you can take on yours.
For breaking news in our changing world, download the NBC News app. Hallie Jackson Now, weekdays at 5 on NBC News Now.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Shop All Day contributor Jen Fallick, and this is a fun show today because it is all about the fall feels. And I can't wait to show you how to create the ultimate cozy setting at home, from candles to the right tools to keep your drinks warm. And see the QR code at the bottom of your screen? You can use the camera on your smartphone to scan it for instant access to the products on the show today. So let's get to it. Let's start with the first thing I always do when I'm prepping my home for fall, and that is fill in with throw blankets. I love a great cozy throw to stay warm on a chilly fall night, and these new throws are from Brooklinen. So Brooklinen is so beloved for their super soft and cozy bedding, sheets, comforters. Now they have finally come out with throw blankets. This is something people have been wanting for a long time. It's sure to be on everyone's hot list this fall. There's all these different color combinations to choose from. I love this to add a punch of color. If you have a neutral living room, throwing something like this in there is going to make it really feel on trend for fall. And I love these as well with a little bit of fringe. The perfect thing to cozy up with. And once you're all snuggled in with your blanket, the next thing obviously you need to do is set the mood with an amazing fall fragrance candle. So this brand really aims to bring comfort through candles. It captures memories with your favorite people, including all those fall activities that we know and love. Not only are they beautiful to look at, they come in all the fall colors that we love and crave, but they smell incredible. I love this one. This is all about the fall feels and family gatherings. There's so many nice scents to choose from, and they just look as good as they smell. Then, when you want to light those cozy fall candles to set the mood, I have the must-have solution that has honestly changed my life. I have these all over my house. So this is an electric lighter. You charge it up, it's a USB charger. It's gonna last you so long with one charge. Easy to use and windproof. So if you're lighting candles and windows are open, you're outside in the fall weather, this is gonna be huge because if you're using a traditional lighter or a match, you tend to always go out before you get the candle lit. With this, so easy. All you do, flip it on, give it a little light, and light candles. There we go. Another really wonderful thing about these electric lighters are the safety features. So this one in particular, if the light is turned on for too long, it's gonna turn the flame off. I love that because I've got young kids in my house. There's also a safety lock. So for me, this feels much better to have around out and about the house than a book of matches. It could potentially be a little dangerous. I love these. There's fun colors too. I find this to be a great thing to buy in bulk because I love giving it to people as gifts. If there's someone that you need to give a gift to and you feel like they have everything in the world, if you're going over to their house one day for a cozy fall dinner, this is something that tends to always impress. Now, next up, if candles aren't your thing, this diffuser is going to be right up your alley. I love this. This is from Ness Fragrances. This is brand new. This diffuser gives you 30 days of uninterrupted Ness fragrances in your home. The design also is gorgeous. I mean, it's really modern and sleek. It literally blends right into the wall, and you get the most delicious scent. So these are some of my favorite scents. I love the bamboo to be really fresh in the kitchen area. Also, the rose noir is one of my favorites to kind of set a more like kind of cozy mood upstairs. And the grapefruit is so refreshing. I put that in my girls' rooms. It's just a cheerful scent for every day. And what's so special about these is that you know it's exactly 30 days of scent. So it's easy to remember. Every 30 days, the beginning of a new month, you want to change it out. And there are some scents that are so perfect for fall, you really can change the ambiance of your entire home with these. So now let's move into the kitchen. Nothing says fall feels like soup. So we are starting with an insanely popular immersion hand blender. What's great about having an immersion hand blender is that it takes all the things that used to require a giant, bulky, hard to clean blender and makes them easy to do right in the saucepan or the pot that you're making the soup. I love that these are easy to clean, easy to use, and they get the job done. These work wonders. Just because it's smaller than your traditional gigantic blender, that doesn't mean that it's any less powerful at pureeing and chopping up the ingredients that you need for your favorite cozy fall soup or a fall dip. This is a really wonderful kitchen hack, especially if you're low on storage. Fall feels wouldn't be fall feels without cozy apple cider and hot chocolate and cinnamon coffee, maybe pumpkin spice. You want to keep that coffee nice and warm, or keep your tea nice and warm. I love these Ember mugs because I don't think I've ever actually made it through a cup of coffee without having to reheat it at some point. So the Ember mugs keep your coffee or your tea or your apple cider at the perfect temperature. All you need to do is charge up the base, you put the mug on top. You can set it via an app also to have your exact perfect temperature for different beverages. And these new versions here, so we've got the traditional mug that comes in 2 sizes, and there's also now a travel mug. And you can also use it with the Ember app so that even if you're not right next to your cup of coffee or tea, you can keep it the exact temperature that you want it simply by setting it on the app for all the different beverages that you know and love. The design is great. I think they work with any sort of decor. Awesome year-round, especially now if you're getting back to work, we're getting back into our fall routines. It's gonna be hectic in the morning, there's no doubt about that. So having something like this helps you keep those cozy fall vibes, even if you're running around and don't get to drink your yummy pumpkin tea the second that you brew it. And lastly, this is not your grandmother's slow cooker. For all of those warm comfort meals that you know you crave when the fall weather kicks in, this is going to be the ultimate multitasker for you. It's the multi-slow cooker. Use it to make great cozy meals for game day. Use it to make soups. It can cook rice. It's one tool that's going to replace so many bulky things that you otherwise would have to keep in your kitchen. It's a definite fall must-have for those warm, cozy recipes that I know I love making this time of year, and it makes it easy for you to do the same. Let's go through these products one more time. And remember, you can use the QR code to get instant access to these items. We've got the throw blankets, the fall scented candles, the electric rechargeable lighter, the Ness home fragrance wall diffuser, the immersion hand blender, the Ember mugs, and the multi-slow cooker. And just so you know, Today works with affiliate partners and earns a commission on purchases made through our links at today.com. And that's a wrap on all of your Better Basics and for our show. It has been so much fun showing you our favorites. And tune in next Thursday for another episode.
I'm Shop Today editorial director Adriana Brock, and I know shopping trends. I seek out new and notable products so you don't have to in Editor's Picks.
I'm fashion and beauty expert Makon Jovu, and I'm bringing you industry insiders and those in the know to share all the buzzworthy products sweeping social media and influencer trends.
I'm Shop All Day contributor Chassie Post, and each week I'm here with the must-have fashion and beauty products at a price you'll like in Style Finder. This is Shop All Day, accessories for all.
Hey everyone, I'm Adriana Brock, and we are back today with a new episode of Shop All Day, all about accessories for everybody in the family. Accessories may be small, but they can make a big impact. We've rounded out some of our favorite picks that are instantly gonna upgrade your wardrobe, home, and your life. We've got everything from a simple style solution for your Apple Watch to a chic rattan bag that is a must-have for summer. And see that QR code at the corner of your screen? You can use the camera on your smartphone to scan it for instant access to the products on the show today. Or you can text SHOP to the number below to shop everything we're sharing with you today. Okay, so if you're in the market for a classic bag that you're gonna use year-round, look no further. This LL Bean tote might be as good as it gets for a bag that marries style and utility. The Boat and Tote open top bag is made with a sturdy canvas that can withstand the elements, whether you're on the beach, commuting to work, or traveling. It comes in a bunch of different sizes, so you can choose from regular or long straps too, which is my favorite part. And you can get it monogrammed, so everybody in the family can get their own. And the folks at LL Bean promise that their bag can hold up to 500 pounds, which sounds crazy, but when these bags came out in about 1944, they were originally used as ice carriers, so they are really built to last. And whether you're toting around your LL Bean bag, your travel bag, or a laptop bag, you're gonna want a Clippa bag hanger. Here is why. Unlike other purse hooks, you won't have to dig around because you keep it on the strap. It is so lightweight, and according to the brand, it is strong enough to hold 33 pounds. And according to the brand, thanks to a thin design and these non-slip foot pads on the ends, you only need ½ an inch for this to work its magic. That means you can hang your bag off thin edges, ledges, rails, and openings. And you're not limited to a flat surface, and that kind of versatility makes it a must-have for every bag. And whether you're working from home, heading to the office, the Shop Today team loves these puffy laptop sleeves from Bagoo. We take our devices on the go everywhere, and the quilted cases actually come in a bunch of different colors, patterns, and 3 different sizes to cover everything from your tablet to your laptop, even your e-readers. These are amazing as an added layer of protection in your tote bag, in your backpack, And in case of any spills, the brand says that these are machine washable, which is great when you're on the go. And the designs are so cute. Okay, and let's talk about the trend that keeps on giving. I am talking about the fanny pack. It is stylish, functional, and an accessory you'll use nonstop all summer long. Lululemon's best-selling Everywhere belt bag came out recently, and it became so popular that the brand launched an extended strap size to be more inclusive. It makes it easier to wear however you want, whether it's a classic waist belt, a crossbody, or a shoulder bag style, but the design of the bag itself puts function at the forefront. It has a large zipper, and inside it is so roomy, it has a bunch of pockets so you can keep everything handy and organized. All right, let's talk about a small accessory that can make a big impact, a brand new Apple Watch band. I love my Apple Watch for tracking steps, activities, and all of those calendar reminders. So when I want to make it feel new, this chic watch strap is perfect. I feel like I have a brand new watch, and it looks great with my outfit and all my jewelry. This band is compatible with all Apple Watch models, and you can choose from over 20 different styles. They're all made with a lightweight resin that's going to keep your watch secure while adding a pop of color to any outfit. Next up, we have an accessory that everybody in the family is going to love. Let's talk baseball caps. You know, the unofficial classic American accessory. The sun shielding hat actually got its humble beginning as a sun visor on the baseball field. And today, it's one of the hottest fashion trends that we can't get enough of. You can always spot an athlete wearing one. The baseball cap is so universal that men and women can wear it every day as part of any casual outfit. This summer, one thing's for sure, the sun is gonna be out and you're gonna need a hat. So consider this affordable Old Navy cap. According to the brand, it is made with durable, 100% cotton twill fabric, and it has a curved visor brim, a fabric-covered button at the crown, and those essential air holes. Okay, this next one I am personally excited about because I love this brand. It is the Kitsch Microfiber Towel Scrunchie Set. They're almost like mini towels for your hair, and here's how it works. According to the brand, microfiber material is really soft and tends to dry hair faster while helping to minimize frizz. So the scrunchie acts like a little towel to help absorb excess water. And according to the brand, this is what allows hair to air dry naturally and reduce frizz. They're great for everyday use, but also perfect for summer. You can pop one in your bag to take to the pool or the beach or travel. And now let's finish up by talking about shoes and socks. Yes, socks can make such a difference in comfort, and these are one of my favorite from New Balance. They are great because they are made with a fabric that the brand says offers cooling technology and moisture wicking to keep your feet nice and dry all day long. They come in an athletic low-cut style with mesh ventilation that, according to the brand, is helping to cool and create that airflow. These are great for the whole family. And lastly, we have a wardrobe essential, a classic pair of white sneakers. You can never go wrong with a pair of white sneakers, and these knit kicks from Karaoke are a favorite among the whole Shop Today team. They're available for men and women in 17 different colors for under $100. The brand says that these eco-friendly sneakers don't just look and feel great, they're made with bamboo, sugarcane, cork, and recycled plastics from heel to toe. But most importantly to us, they're so lightweight, and the brand says they deliver a low impact with every stride, which you need for all-day comfort. Let's go through the products one more time. The LL Bean Boat and Tote Bag, the Clippa, the Baggu Puffy Laptop Sleeve, the Lululemon Everywhere Belt Bag, the Resin Apple Watch Band, the Old Navy Baseball Cap, the Kitsch Microfiber Towel Scrunchies, the New Balance Cooling Socks, and the Karaoke Off-White Knit Sneakers. That's it for Editor's Picks. Up next, lifestyle influencer Jasmine Snow is chatting with Mako and Lovu about some of her favorite must-have products to style your weekend and office looks. From backpacks to mules, we've got a lot of great products coming your way.
You get one beautiful life to live. Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold.
We have this circle of women that love each other.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Love ya.
Love you too.
The general election is right around the corner. It's time to plan your vote. We'll provide everything you need to know to successfully cast your ballot. Just select any state you want to learn about, and you'll instantly get voting rules. See the next big deadline, learn how to take action for your plan, and even help others make their plans. Voting rules have changed since 2020, and those rules vary from state to state. So it's time to get planning for November. Visit NBCnews.com/planyourvote today.
You get one beautiful life to live. Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold.
We have this circle of women that love each other.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Love ya.
I love you too.
Now Tonight with Joshua Johnson. Streaming weeknights at 8 on NBC News Now.
I love mornings. They're full of possibility. And how you start your day sets the tone for the whole day.
We need to pull up one extra chair at the table.
We feel like we're right there with you.
Just ahead, in this half hour, we're going to introduce you to...
Because every day we start our morning so you can take on yours.
You get one beautiful life to live. What are you going to do?
This show is so fun, but having you as a positive force means really the world to me.
Jenna doesn't stop till it's sold, okay?
We have this circle of women that love each other.
I decided I'm going to go with the rhythm of life.
And you love riding the wave.
This is a moment we're in right now. This is really electric.
Love ya.
I love you too.
Hi there, welcome back. I'm Makon Jovu, and this is Influencer Trends, where I'll be talking to industry insiders, and they'll share their favorite products and the must-have items to shop for right now. And don't forget the QR code on the corner of your screen. Use the camera on your smartphone and scan it to shop these products, or you can text SHOP to the number below to shop all the products we're sharing with you today. If anyone knows how to style an outfit, it's our guest today, Jasmine Snow. She's a style expert, and she's here to share her tips and tricks for elevating your look at the office or on the weekend. Hi, Jasmine.
Hi, how are you? Oh my gosh, it's been so long.
It's been so long, and I'm so excited that we're talking about accessories for all. So here's the number one question. When it comes to shopping for accessories, should I be looking for inexpensive pieces, or should I invest in my accessories?
Well, what I always do is I always go for the inexpensive pieces. Here's the thing. I love to change it up, switch it out, change it with every outfit. So you don't want to spend tons and tons of money, and the trends change. On the pieces that are classic, if you're going to buy real jewelry, if you're going for like diamonds or something like that, of course, invest. But, you know, really save that for big gifts that you want to ask for. The other trendy stuff, just do it where it's really inexpensive, affordable, and you can just have fun with it.
And that's the whole idea, having fun. So let's speak about having fun. Can you mix patterns or prints or metals when it comes to accessories?
I am all about the mix. I am about the mix on high-low, and I am all about the mix of metals. I think you can mix rose gold, regular gold, silver, gunmetal, anything that you want. I think it goes. It is, as long as it works with your outfit and as long as you feel good about it, go for it.
Right? Accessories make your whole outfit pop. You're so right. Let's dive into some of your picks. I'm so excited about these bobble bar hoops that you have here. Now, I see that they got a little sparkle, a little bling to them. Are they more special occasion, or can you wear these every day?
I love to wear these every day, but I think it's great because you can really dress them up for going out at night, on the weekend. I love that Bobble Bar always offers a pack. They take all the work out of it. You don't have to do any of the mixing. Like, I love a good earring stack, and you kind of just don't have to think. It's already done. And when it's affordable like that, you can just mix and match however you want.
All right, Jasmine, on to the next one, some weekend picks. We have the barrettes from Lulu's. As soon as I saw them, I thought, okay, these are great for bridesmaids or a bride, but you can certainly dress these down as well, right?
Yes, that was my first instinct. We're coming upon wedding season, and it's a really easy accessory to throw in your hair and kind of dress things up right away. But you can also wear this. I love the idea of wearing it sort of casually on the weekend, but you can dress it up as well to go out at night. I just think it's really cool to just throw in your hair with jeans and a tee, and it kind of just zhuzhes things up.
It really does. And I like how you can just clip it into your hair and it's gonna stay in place all night long. All right, on to more fun weekend things. This mini bag, okay, I'm obsessed with this. I love the detail. What would you pair this with?
Isn't she so cute? Oh, I love this one. Okay, I would pair this with everything, to be completely honest. I love this as a weekend going out bag. Of course, it's a little mini bag, so it's perfect. It's not necessarily a clutch. It's this little top handle. We're seeing these structured bags everywhere. Mini bags are having such a moment right now. But I do really like it for a daytime look too. Again, sort of that same thing as the barrette. If you want to elevate an outfit and you're just in something very casual, go for it with the cute bag. Like, why not?
Why not? And I like that you can still fit in your essentials, right? Like my cell phone can fit in here as well if I'm going out for the weekend.
If you can fit your phone, like that's the test. If you can fit your phone in it, you're good. You got everything else.
I absolutely love this purse. This is great for the weekend. All right, so cute. All right, let's move on to items, accessories for the office. I want to start with the mules. Those would be great for like an everyday staple, right?
Exactly. So right now we're all kind of moving from home, from the couch back to the office. We want to be comfortable. And this is a great update on the flat. And, you know, easing your way back into real shoes for the office. It's very professional. But what I love about it is it's got a little jewelry on it. So it's just a little bit of shine on the toe and it just makes things fun.
It really is fun. As soon as I saw this, I said, okay, this is great. A transition piece, right? We're in spring right now, but we're going into summer. So many different ways that you can style it.
Exactly. Like you don't want to wear your big clunky boots right now, but we're not exactly ready for open toe just yet. So it's perfect. You're exactly right. It's the perfect transition shoe.
Absolutely. Okay, let's move on to this backpack, which is great for the office. Jasmine, I pack my lunch, my magazines. I pack everything into my backpack. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so people are really in transition all day long now. Our lives have completely changed. We're going from working in a cafe to home to an office to picking up our kids from school. You maybe have your lunch, your computer. So it's really great to have a great big bag that you can put all of that stuff into, but it still is sleek and chic and it looks like it's an actual fashion piece and not just like your old school backpack that you threw on.
Absolutely. Can I tell you a secret? I also looked at this. I have a couple of friends that are pregnant and I thought this would be a great like diaper bag. Is that crazy?
No, I carry a diaper bag backpack all the time. And it's really nice because then my husband doesn't mind carrying it and it's easy for him to grab too. It's honestly, it is the best diaper bag for moms.
It really is. I love a piece that is multifunctional. Speaking of multifunctional, this necklace right here is like the best of both worlds, right? Because you have different designs and detail. Do you wear it as is or would you stack it with other jewelry?
Stacking is kind of my jam. I'm really into tons of gold chains right now. As you can see, I'm really always piling them on. But I think it's really nice to be able to mix your personal pieces in with chunkier, trendier pieces. It does work if you're going to like a wedding or something a little bit more dressy and you need it to be cleaner. It definitely works on its own. Don't get me wrong. You can do that if you'd like. But I just think it's really fun to kind of mix things up, have a little bit of sparkle, have a little bit of chains, and just, again, like do your thing. Whatever it is that you feel good in, go for it.
Go for it. And we're talking about accessories for all. I love how this is ageless as well. My mom can wear it. My sister can wear it. I can rock it. This is a great pick.
Yeah, and it's accessories for all, but accessories for everything. So you can rock it to work. You can go on the weekend, go out. It really works. It's very multifunctional, like we said.
Oh, you are everything. Thank you so much for joining us and dropping these tips about accessories for all. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
Thanks, you too.
All right, now let's run through all the products one more time. We have the Bauble Bar earring set, the rhinestone barrette, the beaded mini bag, the motor chain mules, the backpack, and the Bauble Bar necklace. And just so you know, Today works with affiliate partners and earns a commission on purchases made through our links at today.com. Up next, Chassie Post is gonna share her favorite accessories in Style Finder. Ooh, I can't wait.
A masked killer takes aim and fires. A fatal attraction that leads investigators to turn towards their own. Internal Affairs, a new podcast from Dateline. Listen now wherever you get your podcasts.
Now Tonight with Joshua Johnson, streaming weeknights at 8 on NBC News Now.
choke point for this fire. And good evening from New Orleans. Nice to really spend some time with you. Appreciate
The general election is right around the corner. It's time to plan your vote. We'll provide everything you need to know to successfully cast your ballot. Just select any state you want to learn about, and you'll instantly get voting rules. See the next big deadline, learn how to take action for your plan, and even help others make their plans. Voting rules have changed since 2020, and those rules vary from state to state. So it's time to get planning for November. Visit NBCNews.com/planyourvote today.
Live from Ukraine, from Uvalde, Texas, from Mayfield, Kentucky. To cover the news, you have to be in it. This is how so many towns and cities are protecting themselves. You can actually see they're pushing the gates open. Was there a school officer on campus? That's what we've been told. No. Do you remember any tornado as bad as this one? You look at this and you're thinking, we're not going to have power for weeks, if not months.
Exactly.
Every night, it's your news playlist.
Top Story with Tom Llamas, weeknights at 7 on NBC News Now. The day's biggest political stories with trusted insight now and expert analysis now. A daily look at the politics behind the headlines. Meet the Press Now, streaming weekdays at 4 p.m. on NBC News Now.
A masked killer takes aim and fires. A fatal attraction that leads investigators to turn towards their own. Internal Affairs, a new podcast from Dateline. Listen now wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Shop All Day contributor Chassie Post, and this episode is all about accessories. I've got some must-have items that will instantly upgrade and elevate your look in a pinch. And remember, see that QR code in the corner of your screen? You can use the camera on your smartphone to scan it for instant access to the products on the show today. Or you can text SHOP to the number below to shop all the products we're sharing with you today. So let's start off with one of my absolute favorite trends of the summer, rattan. Rattan is actually the name of a climbing palm vine that can be woven in different styles to give you that fabulous straw basket look that we've seen so much of this season. And I love how the natural woven palm brings an organic and beachy touch to anything you pair it with. I mean, it almost looks like a little picnic basket. And these great bags go anywhere. Dress them up or down. Wears a crossbody with everything from your bathing suit and a cover-up to shorts and a tee. Or dress it up by knotting the strap like a little top-handled bag. I love that. And I recently went to a fancy event and I carried a rattan bag and I absolutely loved how it looked with my more formal look. Picnic or to the party, this is such an adorable bag. Now on to one of the hottest sandal trends out there for the summer, the H sandal from The Drop. And this is such a chic and easy option. And it's one of the most popular slides out there for two reasons. Number one, I mean, check out this really cushy footbed, right? So much more comfortable than the average flip-flop. And number two, the style. The H style we have seen absolutely everywhere. And what I think is so great about these is they go with everything. I mean, I love this fabulous metallic and this patent orange. I mean, bright's one of the biggest trends we're seeing this season. And of course, the classic white. I think a great idea is to leave these by the door, and no matter where you're going, you slide on into these and you're gonna look chic. So next, we've got a mega trend when it comes to hair accessories today, the claw clip. And yes, as you have probably heard, the 90s are having quite the moment in the fashion and accessories world these days. But these little claw clips from H&M aren't your average 90s throwback. First of all, they come in a set of 4, and I think they're so beautiful, actually pretty glamorous, which is not something you hear in relationship with claw clips every day. And what I think makes them so special, is these beautiful materials. I mean, we have a faux tortoise shell and even faux mother of pearl and even almost like the great resin bakelite from the 50s that we've seen so much of out there in accessories this season. And then they're even elevated with little pops of gold. And you can choose between 4 different colorways here. And they're so easy to use. You just clamp them in. And you can wear them in lots of different ways. I mean, you can wear a couple on one side. I love that. You could wear one on either side, kind of as you would a bobby pin or a barrette. Or go for all 4 and do a fun 90s inspired updo. On to another accessory trend, jewelry. Now, first up, we've got earrings, and juicy fruit is the epitome of summer, and this vitamin C set is as festive as it is fabulous. I mean, believe it or not, fruit has been a big jewelry trend for the past 2 seasons, and I absolutely love it. It's so fresh and fun, and I always appreciate an accessory with a sense of humor, right? These are really, really fun. So you can choose between 5 sets that include all of your favorite fruits. You can choose between sparkly grapes and cherries, lemons, pineapples, bananas, oranges, tangerines, and more. Now you can wear them as a matching pair, right? Or why not mix and match the fruits? You can do a cherry on one ear and a tangerine on the other, or if you have multiple piercings, you can even look like you've got a glamorous summer fruit basket on your ear. And they also make really adorable and affordable gifts. They come in this little gift box, and they're great for teens or adults. Next, bracelets. And this chic collection comes ready for the party. The arm party, that is. Yes, the layering AK party trend is having quite a moment when it comes to jewelry this season, and we are here for this trend. I love it. You know, more is more, right? So this set comes with 4 of the moment gold-colored bracelets that give that arm party in an instant. It includes 2 chunky chain bracelets. Yay! I love chains. You guys have heard it here. Chains are a massive trend. 1 pretty cable-style bracelet and 1 simple classic bangle. So you can wear these all together, or you can wear them on their own, or you can even invite pieces you already own to the party. And don't be afraid to mix and match metals. I love gold and silver and rose gold together. And they have a not-to-believe price. You get all 4 for under $10. What a steal! Plus, they have a classic look that works with any style. Now, over the past few seasons, we've seen a real focus on the waist, and I'm obsessed with these chic wide belts from H&M. They give you that perfect summertime cinch. Plus, they bring in another big trend that we've been seeing, crochet and woven materials. You know those really wide belts in leather that have been so popular, you know, in the fall and winter? Those are great, but they can be really heavy when the temperatures heat up. And I love a big square buckle. This buckle detail you're going to be seeing absolutely everywhere this summer. And this belt is a little bit over 2 inches wide, and it's made extra long, which I think looks so fabulous hanging down, or you can always just tuck it in the back for a more tailored look. And I love to use these wider belts to sort of cinch in and give a new look to those oversized shirts that have been such a big trend. Also, a wide belt is really flattering because it cinches in and shows off our waists. And this belt is under $20. So lastly, let's finish up with one of our favorite beauty accessories. And trust me when I tell you, we are not alone in our exuberance for this extensive set. Now, this is the BS Mall 14-piece makeup brush set, and it is a serious bestseller with over 96,000 ratings on Amazon. I mean, that's one of the highest ratings I've ever come across. And here's why shoppers are so obsessed with these. So first of all, you get a comprehensive collection of 14 makeup brushes. That's amazing. That's under $1 a piece. So you really can apply makeup like a pro because you've got the right tool for the job, which I have found over the years makes a huge difference in my makeup application. And this set comes with everything from eyebrow, eyeshadow, and eyeliner brushes to lip brushes to blending and contouring and highlighting brushes and more. Plus, they're really pretty pretty. I mean, look at the rose gold. And you know that saying there's an app for that? Well, with this set, you can be sure that there's a brush for that, no matter the makeup look you're trying to achieve. And lastly, I am such a big fan of this case. Look, it's great for traveling. You put the two pieces together, throw it in your bag. But I also like that you can use it as we've done here. You can break it apart and use it to store your makeup brushes on your counter. And it is always so much easier having all of your brushes right in front of you rather than having to dig through your makeup bag. So let's go through these products one more time, and you can use the QR code to get instant access to these items. So we've got the Zara Rattan box-shaped bag, the drop flat sandal, the H&M hair claws, the vitamin C fruit basket stud earrings, the dainty bracelet set, the braided waist belt, and the 14-piece makeup brush set. And that's a wrap on Style Finder and for our show. It's been fun showing you our favorites. Tune in next week for another episode of Shop All Day.